We are back, guys. We are back. We are back, guys. You walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. Oh, we already have some people already in the building. We got Ken Dog in the building, the Mom Father, and also Jalen. The lovely Jalen's also in the building, and also Hassan is also in the building. Shout out to you guys for being here in the building. That being said, Hakeem, Jordan, what's cracking like it? What's cracking like it? What is cracking like it?
Living the dream.
Hey man, feeling good, feeling great. I cannot complain, man. This has been a nice little week we've been going on. Always on the road, gotta be here with my brother. So let's go, let's get it.
That being said, Jordan, what's cracking like it? What's going on in over there in the sports world? Shout out to the mom, mother, Natasha Vincent, also in the building. Go right ahead.
Shout out to Natasha. Shout out to Natasha. All right, let's get into it. So remember, was it Monday or Friday? We talked about how Shannon Sharp, won his appeal against Brett Favre. Now, Brett Favre, a couple of days ago, he went to a congressional hearing talking about the situation that happened with the him stealing money and everything. And kind of instead of trying to plead his case, it's like that he was kind of involved or really got to get into details into it and everything. He pretty told congressional hearing that he been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, which is like trauma to the head. I believe Muhammad Ali, he had it. When you get blows in the head. So Brett Favre, he suffered a lot of concussions in his career, and and now it led to Parkinson's disease. But with this, it's just kind of funny. I mean, we're gonna get to the clip, but the thing is, it's like as he said, he diagnosed Parkinson's disease. He really getting into detail. Did he have Parkinson's disease while when he was kind of stealing money from the poor in Mississippi and everything. So he kind of really details is that it's like he put it's like that he put like, hey, I have Parkinson's, everything. So, this is why, maybe I should get in trouble or face any future charges or anything. So it's like it's terrible that he has the disease, but it's like he tried to use himself and try to get away from trouble. But other than that, I can't play the clip, and after that, we'll chop it
up. Yeah, Southern Miss. Yeah, the one that's gotten all the publicity. I wanted to help my alma mater and benefit the community. Southern Miss introduced me to the nonprofit to see if they could help with the funding. I had no way of knowing that there was anything wrong with how the state funded the project, especially since it was publicly approved by many state agencies and multiple attorneys, including the Attorney General. Sadly, I also lost an investment in a company that I believed was developing a breakthrough concussion drug I thought would help others. And I'm sure you'll understand why it's too late for me, because I've recently been diagnosed with Parkinson's. This is also a cause dear to my heart. Recently, the doctor running the company pleaded guilty to taking TANF money for his own use. I believe that I got swept up in a civil lawsuit at the instigation of State Auditor Shad White facility at Southern Miss. Yeah, the one that's gotten all the publicity. I wanted to help my alma mater and benefit the community. Southern Miss.
So, his first leads up, that he has Parkinson's disease, and, usually it gets worse up in age and everything. But you see how he kind of throw it in there in the middle that he has Parkinson's while saying that, him, trying to build his community, all that type of things too. And it came, with this, gave a lot of people a side eye of, not really explaining about really how, getting the details, how you steal money, but, just put that, disease out there so you think you won't get any trouble or anything. But go ahead, Akeem, man. What's the take what Brett Favre was saying, man?
I think this is kind of like, hey man, just have a conversation and let's be truthful about what's going on. And allegedly we don't know 100%, but to mention his illness just sounds very disingenuous. We don't want to hear about none of that. We want to hear why there was money that was supposed to go to poor families invested into a college that's nowhere near. That's what we want to hear. All that doesn't sound like a bunch of hot air to me. You know what I mean? And that's really all I got to say about that.
Now, but shout out to, like I say, shout out to loving the mama and Thompson Vincent in the building. Also, Genesis I Am is also in the building. Not only that, we also have a new family, guys, on Chaoscultureradio. We have Rumble. Rumble right now is live. It is live. It is live. So shout out to our new Rumble family over there in the Rumble's world. We're checking you guys right now on live. So shout out to the two people that's watching us on Rumble right now. So guys, that's in the Rumble world, guys. Make sure you follow. Shout out to the guys that's also on the Twitch, the Kick world, and also Instagram. Shout out to you guys so much. We can't forget you guys on Facebook that are always holding us down. But we just so excited because now we on Rumble. I told you guys, Chaoscultureradio is gonna be the biggest thing on the planet. So that being said, Brett Favre, no excuses, big dog. Like I agree with Hakeem. We want to know the explanation. What happened with the funding? I understand your situation. I understand you're dealing with a lot of whatever situation you may be going through in life, but that's what everybody will know. What's going on with the funding? That's what everybody is questioning him about. So everything else he's talking about right now, to me, is pointless. No offense, I still like Brett Favre. Want to me to be one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, especially when he was in the Green Bay Packers. You still need explanation, dude. Go right ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, with this, man, Brett Favre, stop ducking and dodging it, man, and let them people know what you did with the money, man. Simple as that. You in a congressional hearing, yo. Just let it all out, let it loose. And I feel like Brett Favre, when it comes to this, he always got to duck and dodge and here and here. I'm like, no, I'm not. This is, I'm not going to say anything. I have Parkinson's disease, So I just want to let you guys know about that. No, we want to know what happened. Basically, I'm just saying what Ronnie and Hakeem is saying. What happened to the money? That's what we want to know, man. And the thing is like, if it gets to it, you might be looking at some charges, yo. And that Parkinson's not going to help you, yo. If like I said, if they get deeper into this, especially if it went federal, if it goes congressional hearing and it goes federal, when it comes to the money, Brett Favre, you're going to be in the heat of trouble, in a big heat of trouble. So, man, go ahead, man, tell the truth, man, because we all have we're not saying you did it, but we all have an idea of, since you was in a situation, since you are highly, in Mississippi, you're a highly kind of celebrity, an athlete and everything, and people knows you in Mississippi, we want to know what's going on. And that's just the facts about that.
Shout out to Sugar Mom that's also in the building. Shout out to Sugar Mom that's also in the building. Shout out to you guys. Not only that, but also the Rumble family that's watching in. Make sure you comment so we can give you a shout out as well. That being said, you already know the money. What's going on with the money, big dog? Where is the moolah?
All right, let's get into it. Let's talk about these finances, buddy. So let's talk about the debt level. So the New World Economy Forum reports that warns that global long-term growth is at a risk due to high world debt and political instability. Ooh, that's going to be crazy. Crazy. So as you guys know, we jump into Yahoo Finances where we get our good context of. So go ahead, can you play the clip? After that, we'll chop it up.
New report out from the World Economic Forum is showing that while there is optimism over easing pricing pressures and strong global commerce, long-term growth and stability facing significant risks from elevated debt levels and political polarization. Joining us now to discuss those findings, we want to bring in Sadia Zahidi, Managing Director of the World Economic Forum. And Sadia, it's great to have you here on Yahoo Finance with us. So talk to us about what you found in this survey. You took a survey of leading chief economists. It looks like there were some reasons to be optimistic, but like we just said, the warnings on debt and political polarization seem to be challenges here that could constrain some of that future growth.
Yeah, thank you for having me. What we find essentially is that a large set of the chief economists, larger than before, are tentatively pointing towards the long-awaited soft landing. They're basically saying about 54% are saying things will look relatively stable, we'll have this kind of tepid growth that we've been having. and 37% are saying it could get a little bit worse. And then there's 9% that think that things could be getting better. So overall, the majority are finding a positive outlook. Now, things are very optimistic in the United States. Over 8 out of 10 of the chief economists that we surveyed are expecting either strong or moderate growth. When it comes to Europe, it's almost the reverse. Most are expecting very weak growth. And when in China, it's about 6 out of 10 are expecting moderate growth, 4 out of 10 are expecting much weaker growth. So across those 3 core economic areas, a mixed picture, but definitely a positive outlook for the US. And then, of course, you mentioned, elections and the geopolitical outlook. So 8 out of 10 chief economists, regardless of where they are based in the world and which sector they are in, are of course expecting the outcomes of the US elections to have a massive impact on all of these predictions. And then, of course, we're going to see what things look like in January with the next quarterly outlook.
That was going to be my exact next question, Sadia, about the potential impact of the oncoming election, and that could certainly impact the debt levels in the United States. And you talk about the global concerns about rising debt. What stood out to you just in terms of the impact of rising debt? Can you kind of operationalize that for folks? Why is that such a worry?
Yeah, so there's definitely more concern about emerging markets and developing economies than there is about advanced regions like the United States or like Europe. There's definitely still a lot more optimism, even with relatively high inflated debt levels. There's much more concern when it comes to developing economies, and then the risk of contagion that may create across other emerging markets as well. There's about 3.3 billion people that live in economies where the debt servicing levels are actually higher than what those economies are spending on, for example, on health and in education. Now, that's particularly a developing economy problem. And what that then means is that some of that social spending, there's a lot of trade-offs compared to servicing some of that debt. So overall, there is a fiscal squeeze. And I think overall there's also a pattern. When it comes to election years, spending by governments tends to be higher, and then post-elections there tends to be a reckoning where then some of that spending needs to be brought under control. But the economic nationalism mood in most advanced and emerging markets will make that very difficult for governments after this bumper election year in 2024.
And Sadia, as we try to figure out, I guess, ultimately what this means just in terms of the likely catalyst here for the global economy going forward, a lot of that has to do with maybe how some of these issues are addressed. So what can you give us any insight into, I guess, the ways to best address some of these issues and maybe what that resolution then looks like?
Yeah, so we've had a really interesting picture from the chief economist this year. One would think that the traditional wisdom is that most chief economists across most sectors and regions would tell you, focus on growth, focus on top line growth, and everything else is secondary. We're actually hearing something very different. 2/3 of them are saying, yes, focus on growth, but 2/3 are also saying that it's important to look at other targets like sustainability, like equity, like national security. And so you essentially have a set of top economists in the world that are saying, yes, growth matters, but the quality of that growth also matters. And if we address some of those fundamentals, if we invest more in basic, public infrastructure, if we invest more in education or in healthcare, or if we invest more in some greener technologies, that is going to be, in the long term, better for coming out of this sort of tepid growth trap that we're currently in.
All right, Sadia Zahidi, Managing Director at the World Economic Forum. We got to leave it there. Thank you so much, though, for joining.
So yeah, that's good information about how we can help when it comes to like global debt, especially here in the United States of America. And then there's some ideas that she spit out. Go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take on the when it comes to the global debt? Or basically talk about if there's debt here in the United States.
Yeah, but like I stated before, everybody not stated before. This is y'all have to take very key component in what the lady was pretty much saying. Simple fact is everybody's waiting for the election based on how the economy is going to move. I would say this election is very important because based on that, all the countries, the whole world is going to depend on the next president of the United States. That's why the United States is pretty much, I don't care what nobody say, is the power out, is pretty much the people that's pretty much stand the standard of the world economy. So people depend on the United States and whatever they do because the world tend to follow it. If the United States go a different path, the world's gonna probably look at, okay, the United States is going this way, then we should go that way. But if the United States always continue to have that strong economic power, the world's gonna go straight ahead. Not only that, but I think even throughout the whole world, people are still suffering from inflation. But I think pretty soon inflation gonna pretty much cool down and all over the world. So it's just that season. But right now, the key component is focus on the presidential election that's coming up in November. So people need to pay attention to that. Go ahead, Akeem.
So, if a lot of people just go back in history, a lot of the reasons why we hear, or even there's a debt crisis, we always been in a debt crisis. Let's just like going back 8 years, U.S. has been owing trillions of dollars, and that's due to a lot of people like the Chinese and them buying our debt, and we're having to pay that back with interest. So debt piles up. More and more countries are buying our debt. We are getting more and more things on commission, saying we're like an IOU, I'll owe you later. And this is what we is right now. And I'm just trying to explain it in a more simpler terms. But as Ronnie stated, whoever becomes the president also is going to impact that. What moves he's going to make to try to lower the debt down. You know what I mean? How can we put ourselves in a more economic footing to put ourselves down? And that one key component is to bring debt down and have more people buy American goods so we can pay off more debt.
For me, I think the one plus thing here, because of the economy is, jobs here in America. How many jobs that we could create here, in America instead of trying to push companies go overseas and everything. I feel like if we build more jobs in America, now hopefully whoever's the next president, continue to build that. If it comes to more fossil fueling, energy, anything like that, just to make sure that a lot of people have more jobs instead of the unemployment rate, especially in certain states, continue states in the minimum and everything. I know that that set our generation, they especially with Generation Z, millennials, they do want to kind of work less in a way, which me, I'm an old school type of cat. I'm an old school type of cat as well, and also how people are getting paid every other week. Instead of some people that get paid once a week and everything. So but going back to the jobs, I feel like really getting more jobs here in America that that would definitely help our economy, which I already said about a few jobs. I think that could definitely help and everything. And that whoever's the president, should really look at that. Whoever is Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, whoever, let's focus on building more jobs in America, and to help the people and also help the economy. Shout out to Nidus who's in the chat, man. Appreciate you, Nidus, for coming in always.
Now that, but also shout out to Joe Don't Hurt Him. That's also in the building. Joe Don't Hurt Him is also in the building as well. That's why people always say, United States always been in. We always every globally everybody's in debt. If people want to find out what's going on with the U.S. debt or even throughout the world, all you gotta do is go to the global debt chart. You can see United States where the debt is pretty much currently at this current moment. But one thing people never gave Trump credit for, Trump focused more on eliminating the national debt. People fail to realize that he always focused on that. Even when he was president, his last presidency, they say the debt was actually going down because he was doing things. He was trying to make the economy more and more healthy until you already know the pandemic occurred, and I will put us right back into the setback. And not only that, but the useless spending, sending money to Ukraine, spending money, giving money to China. It goes on and on and on and on and on. But Trump said on him coming back into office again, he's going to focus on the national debt. And that's one thing Kamala Harris never mentioned is the national debt. Shout out to Liberated Soul that's also in the building. Hip hop. Jordan, what's going on in the hip hop world?
Let's get into it. So this went viral. So rapper Skill Baby, he went on a podcast and he talked about how the rap game's for young people. He said this is not for no old people sport. It's only for a certain type of young people. You can't be like Future or Drake and be old as hell, as he say. So he really thinks that the rap game is a young man's game. When you hit 40s and 50s, you don't see rappers be in the games for so long, which is true. But I would take my take. But like a scared skill baby thing, it's a young man's sport. Well, other than that, Hakeem played a clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
Only certain niggas could be like Future or Drake or be old as hell and be like rapping and doing like
Future right there with them niggas only, listening to that bullshit.
But it's only certain niggas could be 40 years old and rap about that shit and be accepted culturally. Yeah. You gotta understand that like only certain amount of niggas going to the NBA. That's just period. So if a nigga feel like everybody gonna be like Future, he's dumb. Nigga, get your money and go home and be protected. Nigga, go have some kids. Niggas be wanting to still be fucking a kingpin, and nigga, you 35, you ain't sold a zip of dope. Nigga, why is you feel me? Your audience is 35 years old.
Like, these people go to bed at 9 o'clock because they got to get up and go to work and shit. Like,
you feel me? This is a young nigga sport. Like, you feel me? I don't care how you try to put it. Right. The young niggas and the young females, they going crazy. Niggas be trying to be like, it's only certain niggas could be like Future or Drake or.
So go ahead, Hakeem, man. What's your take? Do you feel like the rap game is a young person's sport?
So I emphatically disagree with what he said. Most young rappers don't even survive a year. Most. A lot of us had the same opinion about jazz, blues, Motown. Whenever there's a new genre of music that comes, the old genres say, the old heads, but the old heads are still outlasting the new heads. Skrilla baby music, I can't even put it on and play it for nobody. I don't understand what he's saying. You think I'm gonna listen to him instead of a Method Man or Raekwon the Chef or Wu-Tang? Nah, I'm good. But I'm an older guy. And not everybody, he says that, but we're the only genre of music where we discriminate on age when it comes to that. Rock, them guys are still playing rock. They could be 70, 60 years old. Blues, country, you know what I mean? You could be a country singer tomorrow, 60, put on a hat and go get a record deal. We're the only one that says that you got to be as a young man's game. How? But the old men are the ones who control the record labels. Make it make sense.
No, but Skrilla baby do make a good point though, Hakeem. At the same time, Drake, Future, and all these younger guys, Rick Ross, they can't relate to the young generation. Remember, they even say it. One of the things they always do, they have a hard time with today's generation because they cannot relate. They're older. They're more of our crowd. They're more of settling down, building a family, and do what they gotta do. See, Skrilla baby is more the street life, young kids trying to go out there and get it, trying to survive, trying to make this money. So that's why he can relate more to the young generation than Drake can. Don't get me wrong, Drake still is relevant because Drake always had his following since he first got into the game, since the days of Degrassi. However, Drake still have writers helping him out to relate to the young generation. Even people say some of the music that Drake come out right now, a lot of people can't relate. A lot of these young people cannot relate to. But a lot of people, young people, can relate to Skrilla baby. So when Skrilla baby is on our age and we're a little bit older, same thing gonna go with him. A lot of young people are like, hey, he can't relate to us because he's not in our age range anymore. Rap is kind of one of them. I can't even join rap is one of them careers that's just very unique in the aspect that they always depend on people's age. But I get it though. But majority of the guys, I can you mentioned like Method Man. Mm-hmm. I can't relate to him. You can relate to him.
Yeah.
But I can relate more to I can relate more to Chris Brown or someone like that because he's more in my age bracket. So that was I kind of understand where Skrilla baby is coming from. Go ahead, Jordan.
I think it takes a certain amount of person who's big like a Future and Drake, who can continue to grow and continue to look at generation and see how they move. you see how Drake, kind of went with Sexy Red in a way, and see if he can get that type of generation, what he does and everything. But I thought there's plenty of people. Look at Nicki Minaj, she almost in her 40s and everything. She's been in the game over 20 years now, and she can still relate. Eminem, he's still rapping. LA Cool J, who just came out with an album, and right now he has a number one hip hop album right to this day right now. And he's 55, 56 and everything. So I feel like, there's certain type of people who can, who go into their 20s, 30s, and 40s and 50s and still can, kind of relate to, some artists, some younger groups and everything, because because you look, like I say, like, but there are some artists that say, hey, that does, the acting, like, okay, I give you one step for LL Cool J, right? So when LL Cool J just came out with his album, when LL Cool J was an actor, and a lot of people think he was an actor, but a lot of these young generation know it's like, he started rapping back in the 80s and everything. And once he came out, with his album, a couple weeks ago and everything, people are like, oh my God, LL Cool J can rap. A lot of people didn't know that, but the thing is, he's been rapping for almost 40 years now. So I think, with some generation they could be surprised about, especially rappers who's been in the rap game for so long, who go into a different type of position, or go into acting or producing in the way, and then they might come out like a Nas, who might come out another album, and they think, wait a minute, he raps and everything. So I think there's certain type of people who does rapping and acting, who probably does acting in television or movies for like years and years, and then when it come out rapping and everything, it kind of gives a surprise. It give a little culture shock to the young generation, because he's like, yo, I didn't know he could rap like that, not knowing he been in the rap game for almost 30, 40 years and everything. So it's so I think the rap game can be people can rap over to the 50s and 60s, but the thing is, it's like, do you still have the talent? And also, you don't have to break to the majority of young crowd, but if you can relate to some of the young crowd and you still got some of the old crowd, you'll be good, because you can, if you can relate to some of the younger crowd and some of the older crowds in the 40s and 50s and everything, you can still go on tour, go to sell out concerts and everything. Or there's some rappers who still go to music festivals in their 40s and 50s, and they do have a crowd, even though they might they not be the headliner. They might be start off once the music festival was open and everything, they do have some type of crowd, but it's always rappers in their 20s and 30s, which is in their apex, their prime in their career, which a lot of people can relate to at the time, what they talk about, what they're rapping out and everything. So that aspect I understand. But when it comes to rap, it can go, you can rap all the way to your 50s, or sometimes your 60s, unless we continue to see LA Cool J and Nas continue rap to their 60s, which we have to wait and see about that.
So there is a point that I wanted to make, was I guess it all depends on who's the audience is. Because I went to a Wu-Tang Clan concert, and this was in West Palm Beach. And when I tell you, it was a bunch of white people there, and a lot of them I could tell visibly were younger than me. So it all depends on who the audience is. But for him to say that, because there's enough what you could say, fans for everybody, and everybody's gonna like a different kind of music. So what I mean, and it all depends that, because when I'm telling you, when it was Nas and Wu-Tang playing, the whole stadium was packed to the brim, and there were kids there. I seen young kids there who I know their parents probably had to put them on there, but there was people there I could visibly see, oh, he's 20 or he's 23. These girls are 25, and they're there. So it's up at that point.
And I want to say this too, so I can't remember. When I went to Coachella last year too, Method Man and Redman, they did a surprise performance, at Coachella on a Saturday night and everything. It was a small little venue and everything. But when I went there too, I saw the same thing you did. I saw white people there. I saw a younger white crowd was there as well. Support people of my age and everything. There was somebody I would talk to. He was in the 40s and everything, and he was a white guy too. And he had Method Man Redman tatted on his leg and everything. How much how much they have love and respect for Method Man, and how he impacted his life and everything. I was like, oh wow. So
yeah.
don't be surprised, yo. There's people who, when it comes to rappers, they do have they tatted somewhere. It could be on their arm and their leg, and they say, "Hey, man, these people really impacted my life and how I move and everything." So, yeah, man. When it comes to hip hop, it does have a big impact that a lot of people don't know about. Not just for Black people, but for Latinos, white people, all Asian people too. So yes, it affects. It's a big impact. Hip hop.
So you're trying to say white people support hip hop more than Black people?
100%.
Yeah, yes. Ronnie,
Black people don't buy records.
Ronnie, you been to the Rolling Loud?
Rolling Loud.
Yeah.
I know that, but I'm just saying it's just because then why Skilla Baby's complaining for?
Latinos
white people supporting.
Because he's not getting booked.
God, and Latinos, they love hip hop here in LA.
Yeah, listen, hip hop, not street music. Skrilla Baby does street music for young people, not people who
drill.
Spinning.
He's a drill rapper.
Huh?
Skilla Baby's a drill rapper.
I think so.
I don't really know. I don't really listen to his music, but it's just I was just asking.
He's a young man.
Interesting.
I like old dude
The
music.
thing is, he probably got a different type of crowd. He never probably performed at a music festival before or Rolling Loud. And you see, it's like, oh my God, I got these type of he has a certain type of crowd. But other rappers, if you can see their performance when it comes to music festivals, you can see they have different type of variety of people that support them. So.
But that's probably why he's upset. He's probably upset because he's not like Hakeem said, he's not getting booked. So that's why he's upset because they booking Future, Drake, and all the older people. So he's like, hey, let the young people get a chance to shine and be in the rap game. You guys already take all the rap game. Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. When have you seen a lot of these drill rappers come out? When have you ever seen these guys get booked for big festivals?
No, they don't. Remember, drill rappers, they mostly on the ground. They on the ground. They never get booked. They probably be in the strip club. That's it.
The only one they do get booked, Hakeem, is probably Rolling Loud. Other
Rolling
festivals, no. Coachella,
that's it.
Not even.
Listen,
not even.
There's some, Ronnie, but I'm not saying all, but there's some. And
God,
kind of like a Chief Keef, okay. But that's the only person I know that they might perform at a Rolling Loud.
Of course, yeah, Chief Keef, yeah.
Listen, God bless the dead. Fat Man Scoop was doing at least 300 to 400 shows a year.
Hakeem, there was a festival.
He's different, Hakeem.
Hakeem, there was a festival 3 weeks ago that happened in downtown LA, and he was supposed to be there, but unfortunately he passed. He was going to be he was going to host and also perform.
He get booked every year. Fat Man Scoop, Crooklyn Clan, I don't know no other person. Like when I say
you can't use him, he's a legend. You can't use him. God rest his dead, but you can't use him like him.
Method Man still get Method Man, Wu-Tang still. They still
there was
get
a
booked.
different. Yeah, there was different. They grew up in a different generation. Remember, the people grew up with them. The people followed them. Even the young generation know about them because the young generation are going based on their parents. Their parents are telling them about Method Man, Elephant Man, and all these great men. So you can't really use those guys in this type of conversation.
That's too, I can't. But there's some YouTube stars too who does rapping, which I don't listen to. There's some YouTube rappers that are bigger than Skilla Baby.
Oh yeah. Teddy Swim.
Oh yeah.
That's you know Teddy Swim is who? He's a fat white dude. He was singing on YouTube. Now he's super blued up. I thought he was black.
Them fat boys are winning, huh?
I thought he was black. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Wait, shout out to Killer Sweat that's also in the building. Why Hot is also in the building. Them Cowboys play Thursday night. Why Hot? I hope you're ready for the Giants. The Giants got that nice receiver over there, boy. That boy is pretty good. That receiver, he's pretty good. I'm telling people about that receiver on the Giants. So be on the lookout. But shout out to Y High and also Killer Swag that's also in the building. Guys, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. We getting ready to deep dive to different variety of topics. And once again, shout out to the new Rumble family. Thank you for coming to Chaosculturadio. You're part of the group now. Rumble is in part of the Chaosculturadio family. So shout out to those that's watching over there. We had 5 people watching us. Now we got 4. Shout out to the 4 people that is watching us right now. Greatly appreciate you guys. Feels good though. We got 4 people watching us over there in Rumble. We just started. So Hakeem Jordan, this is beautiful. It's a beautiful day over there in the Rumble world. But that being said, Jordan, go ahead and do your thing, big dog. Oh, one more thing. I forgot to mention. This is Panel Wednesday. So that means, Hakeem, go ahead, drop the link. Allows the guys to come up to join with us in a deep conversation with Jordan. Get ready to drop these different variety of topics. I almost forgot that. It is Panel Wednesdays. Go right ahead. Shout out to Ruthless True. That's also in the building.
Shout out to Ruthless, man. We see you, brother. We see you. All right, man. Let's go. Let's get deep into these topics. And people, you want to come up? Hey, be our guest. We don't bite. All right. The first topic. Let's talk about the Suge Knight. So, Suge Knight was on the news. Unfortunately, he was on the phone. Phone in prison. And he was talking about how about the Diddy situation, and really talk about all of what went back in the 90s and everything, and also talk about his law, him being indicted, and also how people are being quiet about Diddy when it comes to other rappers that he kind of helping everything, and a lot of people are staying quiet because of Diddy. Without further ado, Hakeem, play the clip, and after that we'll chop it up. It's your Suge Knight. Shout out to Plus Ultra.
Why should they believe you about what you think and feel about Sean Diddy Combs and any allegations against him, given your history of animosity with him?
Well, first of all, I'm not calling you and nobody else to get nobody to believe anything regarding him. Like I said, and I always say, me personally, I don't jump up and down and cheer for no black man going to prison or any other man, any other human being going to prison. Because people think prison is always the answer. I'm not saying a lot of people don't deserve to do their time and see what's going on. But at the same time, that's not no cheerful thing, because when you look at it, that man have kids.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever affects him definitely affects his kids.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know there's a lot of victims involved in it, and whatever affects them affects their kids. So it's not a good thing to be talking about any shit about the next person. But it's not a gray area with me. And at the same time, Puffy didn't react or get where he got or doing those things or those allegations by himself. He was taught from people before him, and he did it to the younger people after him. And we can talk all day and say what's true, what's not true. The only true part about it is videos, conversations, and people can see what they've done.
Mm-hmm.
But for it being happy and proud and say what do people think, that's irrelevant.
So, Suge.
It's just like I heard earlier today when Ray J was talking to TMZ.
Mm-hmm.
I got love for Harvey, but I see Charles always got something negative to say when it comes to West Coast people. And Charles tried to make a reference to say that, how do I feel when I'm in prison? Yeah, I'm in prison. I guarantee you I'm free more than Charles. If I feel like sleeping to 5 o'clock, I want to sleep 12 hours a day, I can.
Sure.
But besides all that, the fact is, it's not no competition who's going to talk the loudest or talk the best. It's not something positive that can help anybody. I don't get on no platforms unless it be something positive. If it ain't positive.
I understand what you're saying. I want you to try to make some positive points here. I get what you're saying about TMZ, but that's not really my interest, as you might imagine. My interest is in what you can help people understand about these allegations that Diddy is facing and what you believe he's facing on the inside. Now, what's most interesting to me is that you seem to see Diddy as kind of an Epstein kind of figure. That Jeffrey Epstein, that a lot of people know what Diddy was about, and they were about the same thing, and that's why they're quiet. That's why J-Lo and Ben Affleck got divorced, because of videos that he has of her that now they know about. Where is this coming from with you? What do you believe about the people around Diddy and what everybody knows?
Well, first of all, you got to start with at the top. You starting with the top. Clyde Davis, Russell Simmons, Andre Arell, Jimmy Iovine. Even if you take Jimmy Iovine, he had an allegation from him, same thing. He went away. You take Jimmy Iovine. They told me at Universal and Interscope, they said, you know what? We can't deal with artists that gets in trouble. And your artist gets in trouble and they talk crazy.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Keep going,
Suge. Let's stop there. Let's break it down one by one, because this is actually a long clip with Diddy and Suge.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, because it's a 9-minute video, so we can break it down. But go ahead, Jordan. Break it down. So what?
Yeah. So what's Suge Knight's talk about? Spreading positivity when it comes to the black man in jail, which I totally get, because when it comes to situations, especially with black people that has a lot of money, that's a whole lot of power and everything. You see that when it comes to once they get in trouble and everything, they try to get you see Diddy, he has get all this money to hopefully to get bail. He's selling everything. He sold his his houses. He sold Revolt, and I think he tried to sell his jet too. To try to get a lot of money so he can fight his case and everything when it comes to the feds and everything. And also when it comes to the when it comes to black people, what Suge trying to say when it comes to black people, get in trouble and everything, they feel like they get more crucified than white people and everything. So, and also Suge was talking about the Diddy, who he was messing back in the 90s when it comes to Clyde Davis, Entrell Braille, who passed away a few years back, and a lot of people that he was around as well. So go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take on what Suge was talking about when it comes to people that he still back in the 90s, and also try to put a black man down?
Now that people, we're gonna continue back. The video is a long video, so we're gonna break it down part by part. So we're gonna continue the video after everybody get their time and turn on the first part. I'm shocked. Shout out to Rufus Chu, that's also is in the building, that's on the panel with us. I'm shocked because Suge Knight supposed to be one of the gangsters. The person that ain't gonna sing, meaning ain't gonna stand and tell people what's going on within this industry. And look, that's his age getting to him? He's talking P. Diddy now as a family man and is affecting the kid. I'm shocked. I'm shocked at Suge Knight, because this is the same guy that was like, I ain't gonna tell nobody nothing. I'm gonna keep my mouth closed. See, prison do get to you, right, Ruthless? You need to tell these people prison get to you after being in prison for a very long time. You're not gonna see the light of day. Suge Knight, the unbeatable, is talking about Diddy. Well, we already know the history between Diddy and Suge Knight. They don't really have a great relationship, but they don't like each other. We know that to be fact. By the end of the day, I think Suge Knight understand that P. Diddy ain't really doing nothing wrong. He just had a freak off. That's why I keep telling you. All he did was had a freak off. But we already explained about what happened last week. We're not gonna talk about this week. But is this me? I'm not gonna lie, Hakeem. I'm just shocked. And I know we're gonna deep dive some more into the story. But I can't believe Suge Knight is singing. I just can't. Well, go ahead, Hakeem.
So one thing I did like is this, and I think we need to all, and I want Ruthless to comment on this, and what he displayed was, and people might not like it, is what we might got going on is what we got going on. But anything outside of that, I'm not gonna raid on anybody parade to put him down. And he did show that is, and a lot of people have been saying that who has been able to speak out. This ain't nothing to smile about. The man locked up. He got 3 girls, couple boys. Their future are uncertain right now. Nobody gonna want to do business with that Diddy name. So still, he said that, man, the man got kids. You feel me trying to say? We could all rain on his parades. It's a lot of white guys who are running around here doing even worse. So we don't say nothing because it's none of our business. That's white folks' business. This black folks' business we can handle amongst our own. He says, and I love the way Suge respond to that. Go ahead, Rufus.
No, but shout out to the lovely Bobby Bryan that's also in the building, and also Keisha Nelson, the lovely Keisha Nelson was also in the building. But how can I'm still shocked this is coming from Suge Knight? I'm not gonna lie. Suge? I think P. Diddy can't handle prison. But go ahead, Rufus, go ahead.
Well, good evening, gentlemen. It's been a minute since
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
To the Prince Hakeem, Dream, Hakeem the Dream. Hey, I just don't know when black people are going to figure this thing out. Right? Like ever since the civil rights movement, and now we're reaping what we sow. Right? Did he piss somebody off? Maybe some white dude. That video leaked out with him hitting the girl, beating the girl. So a couple of America's a simp country. So somebody in the government office got all butt hurt, or how he dare beat him. So they went after it, right? So, we are reaping what we sow. This is the part of being a part of America, right? This is what it comes with. That they will groom you, they will teach you all these things, but as soon as you get out in that water, and you kind of put yourself in this position, they'll turn their back on you. Okay. Now, what Suge Knight's trying to do is low key. He's just trying to come to come to the rescue. For P. Diddy saying, "Oh well, he was taught by somebody," and you have all the other guys that showed him how to do it, right? And et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But this is the curse that the blessing has afforded us when you take the money, when you sell out for the riches, the fame. This is what comes with it. This is part of it, right? When you think that you're bigger than the program. Diddy thought he was bigger than the program. He let his stuff get out. So there's paying no girl front when she asked for the money in the beginning. Make sure her bank account's full. Make sure she gets and make everything. No, he was like, "Half that. I ain't paying. Shit, who you think I am? I'm Sean Puffy Combs, a.k.a. Diddy." Been asking one. And boom, soon as she filed a lawsuit, boom, everything, it was a wrap, right? Because now all the information's coming out. Everything is coming out. And this is going to be a minor shakeup in Hollywood because of all the stuff that goes on there. This is a part of what they do in their industry. Some leaves are going to get shook, but, what us black people must understand, there's every evil intention. When people giving you all that money, right, you don't think that you're untouchable. That you are still a slave to them. One of this subordinates that just making money off you, and as soon as you get a big head, they come and smash you. That's what's happening right now. Now he gonna take my advice, like y'all say, I stand on that. He got a woman on TV crying, talking about sheep. It's over, man. It's over. He gonna take that 15, 25 years, and he better jump on that. Because he's gonna, all the people finna come forward, because a lot of people are gonna come forward because they're gonna make money off this. This is a money grab.
I don't think P. Diddy can handle prison. Shout out to I'll be Word that's in the building. Also shout out to Aston Will, the creator of the Shiesty Avengers. The Shiesty Avengers also in the building. Go ahead, Ruthless. What you were saying?
Did he adapt? He adapt. In the beginning, it's gonna be tough, but he adapt. Just like Suge Knight adapted, right?
Yeah, Suge Knight adapted.
But Suge Knight's a street dude, though, man.
I won't tell you, dude. Suge Knight is a street dude. Remember, he kept going to prison.
He's a street dude, man. I don't know what y'all talking about. Just because
not compared to Suge Knight, though. Not compared to no Suge Knight.
They're equal. They're equal, right? He's on New York, East Coast street dude. Suge Knight's LA street dude. That's the only difference, right? You just seen them in their success. You just see where they come from. They both come from the streets. But once again, they will adapt to their new life. It's going to be a little different. I mean, it ain't going to be, and they're going to do that time until they go by.
All right, Jordan, let's resume the video. Shout out to the Crow, a new subscriber is also in the building. Shout out to the lovely Supreme Goddess Eva that's also in the building. Go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, before we go, I'm gonna put my 2 cents in. The reason I say Suge Knight can relate so much and everything because look at the situation Suge Knight's in. He's in jail. He's never gonna get out as well. And like I said, Suge Knight has kids as well. Suge Knight, I believe he has 6, 7 kids as well. And he knows in the position, back in the 90s when Suge was in death row and everything, he was very, very powerful and everything. He thought he could do what he wanted to do at the time, but having death row and being a powerful man. But now he's been in some serious trouble. Now he's in jail in the rest of his life. He's like, and now how prison can change people, and it changed Suge Knight. Say, hey, he's older. I think he's in his late 50s or something like that. And when it comes to what he did back in the 90s, also you see what Diddy back in the 90s, but when the East Coast was going on and everything, he looked at it now and was like, yo, that was his nonsense, it should have been us, like, we all should be getting money, we should have been, going at each other at the time, it got people killed, it got Biggie killed, it got deleted, it got Tupac deleted and everything, and Suge Knight just seems like, hey, yo, it shouldn't be like that, and that's what I see. But go ahead, Hakeem, man, resume the video.
No, thank you, Crow, for subscribing. You safe here. You can speak your mind, no problem. We don't censor nobody over here. So go right ahead. Shout out to the Crow, a new subscriber. Go ahead, Hakeem. You can resume the video. Part 2 of the video.
Told that I can't do business there because of that. Now, Doug Morris gave Puffy a deal for millions of dollars. It flopped. So when you look at all these things and everybody want to say Puffy, 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 don't get me wrong. Yeah, Puffy stepped in this shit, and even if he wiped the shit off his shoe, it still stinks. But he's not the only one. They got all the tapes.
Now, when you talk about the tapes,
but this been going on for a long time.
Hold on, Suge. Help us understand, because a lot of this stuff is a little inside baseball for people, right? Because they don't live the life, they don't know the world, they don't know the players.
Your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
That's just the recording from the prison. That's just saying that they record it, which obviously they do. Suge, help people understand, what tapes are you talking about? Who has them? And what kinds of things do you think they show?
Well, number one, luckily, I wasn't their first choice. Their second choice, I wasn't no choice to be at those freaky parties. But you know what they show. They used to have a thing in the industry, right? And the sad thing about it, I don't like mentioning Usher. I don't like mentioning Justin Bieber. I don't like mentioning all these people that everybody know what time it is. So at the same time, they used to have a joke. They never played this joke with me. And they used to walk in the Interscope office. They'd go back there and they'd be like, hey, we passed the test? I said, we haven't did the test. One dude said, well, don't say that in front of Mr. Knight because he's going to take it offensive and hurt somebody. I said, well, whatever it is, I probably will take it offensive when somebody will get their ass whooped. That was me in those days. But they used to have these guys, they used to call it the boiled egg test. They used to take a boiled egg, a raw boiled egg, and have those guys put their pants down and bend over and they stick it up their ass. The eggs break, they say they're not ready yet. They ain't put enough work in. This is Hollywood. So everybody want to go act like they don't know what's going on.
Hold on a second, Suge.
If you just look. That's all you got to do.
I have never heard of anything like that. So if I haven't heard about it, just assume a lot of people haven't heard that before. But you think it's on video?
Let's stop for a second.
Go ahead, Suge.
Yeah, listen, and also, have you ever been to any Puffy parties?
No.
You sure they had a long time to think about it, but if you haven't been in those butt naked parties, even some of the preachers been in those parties, and they wasn't on their knees praying for God. See, they was praying for somebody to have come real quick or something. But I wasn't there, but there's proof of it. But at the same time, everybody want to look around and act like something going on that wasn't right. It's the facts of life in the industry, not for the people who don't get in. So everybody, you got to look at it like this. When you see a beautiful woman or you see a handsome man, and it was like that all their life. From elementary school to junior high school to high school, if they forced to go to college, right? They always knew they had something special about themselves. But you take some of the Hollywood executives or some artists, they might have been the ugly duckling for a long time before they had the teeth sticks and lipsticks and nose sticks, all the work done. Underneath, they still the young men with no confidence because they've been that way all their fucking life. So all of a sudden, if you look at Puffy old pictures, don't look nothing like his new pictures. Shit, they didn't do everything.
But Suge, just because he has plastic surgery, all I'm saying is, I'm not saying that you're wrong about rich people doing stuff to their face or whatever it is, but that's different than the allegations that are coming down on him.
I'm talking about richer people. I'm talking about the difference. I'm talking about, okay, look at it like this. I look at real plain and simple. Ain't no ain't no whistleblower. Facts is there. But right now, I don't care if it's T.I., I don't care if it's Rick Ross, I don't care if it's Jay, I don't care if it's Snoop, I don't care if it's Game, I don't care if it's Dre. Nobody's stepping up on the fact that you know what's going on.
Nobody's defending him.
You
You're
had
right.
guys at Interscope.
You're right.
Okay.
Nobody is defending him, but that's why I was interested in hearing your perspective.
Yeah. So that's
Hey, Suge, thank you for calling back.
Did he call back?
Hey, I'd like to say this too real quick. You got a woman that works for you is really incredible. You don't find too many people.
I thought you were about to implicate her in the investigation. I'm just glad you're not implicating Dusty in the investigation, Suge, because I can't take that.
That's it.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it.
What I want to do for her is, I want to. Hey, look. Hey.
So part two. So go ahead. Join part two of the video.
Yeah, so for that, at the end, Suge Knight was saying, he, when it comes to a lot of these rappers, is going to know what's going on with the parties and everything. He's not saying, a lot of people are saying quiet, not stepping up and everything. But the thing is like, these people that Suge Knight is probably saying is, when it comes to these tapes, you never know. They might be on these tapes. And that's why the rappers and everybody is staying quiet, because you never know. It might be leaked out and the tapes might come out. They might be doing something at the Diddy party. So go ahead, Hakeem, man. What's your take? What he's talking about? People not stepping up for Diddy.
I think a lot of it's sensationalized. Some of that stuff he says, I don't. It just sounds too like glamorized for me. I do think there might be some things happen. I know people are getting objectified and marginalized, but as far as all that sticking an egg up somebody's,
I can't. You think Suge Knight is lying?
They did.
You think he's lying? I think they did it. I think he's telling the truth.
I think they.
I think Suge Knight. I think Suge Knight. I believe Suge Knight did that back in the 90s. I think some of that was.
No, but this is Suge Knight. I can't. You think Suge Knight gonna cap on that? This is Suge Knight we talking about.
I honestly believe Suge Knight did that back in the 90s. That's just me.
It just
he
sounds.
He tell you to bend over and I'm gonna take raw boiled egg of your scrotum. You get what I'm saying? I ain't want to use the other word because I ain't trying to. You know what I'm saying? PJ, why you laughing? You just big Supreme Goddess. You being nasty.
No, that's hilarious. The way you said it, but yeah,
no, but it looked like Hakeem. No, Hakeem, that's a freak off. but go ahead, Supreme Goddess, BHD, for your commentary. Go ahead.
I believe him. Most of those dudes in the industry seem zesty at one point or another. So. Who was it? It was another guy, another interview I watched from, the Freddie guy who was in Making the Band. And he was saying that there are a lot of rappers that, he was able to get hold to because, when they was in hard times, he was able to help them out, whether that being, okay, you trying to get this brand endorsement deal? I can, pull some strings and get it for you, or I can wire you some money to do X, Y, and Z, and we can go to the island and security ain't gonna be there, so nobody will see you, basically. And so I think, part of that whole industry is paying your dues. They even talk about paying your dues, right? And so when they shove the boiled egg up your ass, if it cracked, you ain't paid enough dues. You ain't put in the work. Now who gonna put in work? Because I remember Ruthless Truth saying that he used to put in work back in the day. So I don't know.
Not that type of work. He was a certified street guy.
Ruthless, you ain't gonna got no comeback with PhD. Supreme Goddess, Ruthless. Don't let her take jab at you.
Yeah, let me tell you something. I know I didn't work like that, but I'm just saying it's just a thing I hear, man. We got to act like what kind of world we live in is a true and very, I would say, it's a very lustful world, right? So a lot of shit go on, right? Whether it's money, or just because they want it. So it ain't like what they doing in Hollywood. People ain't doing on day to day, right? It just Hollywood just more, it's more. I would say. Like, I don't know. They give them all the millions of dollars, all them hundreds of thousands of dollars. They want something in return. And then, because you got to think, the money that they're giving these guys is not, they don't even care. It's it's to shame them. I see the rappers wearing dresses. I mean, damn near all the rappers wear dresses. The rock bands, I don't know what the hell they be going through. They wear lipstick. You know, they do blush. You know, so I mean, I'm just saying, but for a long time, the industry's been, you know, low key, right? Now they're high key. So I'm just saying, whatever PhD, but that ain't good. I ain't been in the industry. So I don't know what she talking about putting in work in prison. Yeah, that's sending niggas off, get niggas off the yard. But that's something.
Not in prison.
Yeah, niggas gotta get off the yard. So certain dudes gotta get off the yard. But that's something different, right? But I don't want to talk about myself, but I know one thing. I believe, and this is not a shot at no one. I believe most people got a price.
Yeah, I agree with that. Facts.
Okay,
I agree with that. Facts.
Let's go around and everybody get a price. And for what's the price for them to put the boiled egg up the throat?
Never.
I don't have no price, BG. You might as well just get it. You might as well shoot me in the back of my head. I'm telling you, I ain't even know.
You want information now.
Hey,
Nah, you go too much. That's too much. Yeah, that's too much. But the thing is, but I knew they was on some freaky stuff because I think one time they even said that about Tupac one time. He might be on that freaky back in the days with Suge Knight and them. So that
who cares? Who really cares a fuck? Who cares?
No, but we supposed to care because somebody's getting affected though. Ruthless. Look what's happening. There's a lot of victim involved.
Listen. P. Diddy lived a great life. So
I want cause though. I want cause.
It don't matter, right? You don't give a fuck about the people that he did it to. Right? Or we don't care. It's not like I'm gonna go, oh, he did it to J-Lo, let me go jump off the fucking building. No, I don't care. That's their business. If it gets out, I'm just like, okay, I suspected it all along. That's all I'm like, oh, I suspected that. All that money, you a bad bitch, and ain't nobody got nothing from you. I never really thought that was true. So if videotape leaks out, they're like, okay, that's what they do. But everybody got skeletons in their closets, though.
Yeah.
And so,
but now, right now, everybody talking about Justin. But right now, everybody talking about Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber, I think, with him and P. Diddy, because they was really close at one point. So now they're making an allegation about him that he must have had something going on in the freak off.
But see, here's the thing about it: who fucking cares? Nobody cares. Like, what are we gonna do? Shoot ourselves? Bam! Justin Bieber he was getting it in the ass. Bam! No, we're gonna go to work and just like nothing happened. Right? You know what I'm saying? Nobody gives a fuck about that shit. I'm just saying, it's just gossip. It's just gossip. Everybody got stuff now for the next 2 years. Now, Diddy hit Justin Bieber. What? Yeah. Okay. That's what you want to talk about?
No, but really, you got to keep it in mind. Let's say it's one of your people you actually look up to. Like, some people actually look up to Usher, and they find out he was doing something freaky, and they freak off. A lot of people gonna be disappointed.
Well, remember, back when Usher was 14 and 15, I guess his mother sent him to Diddy, sent him to Diddy in New York and everything. And he said he saw some things going down during like the week or something like that when he was with Diddy and everything. So
let's shut this down. Let's shut this down right now. What about the stitching culture? What about the stitching culture? Exactly. Little Woody walking around doing podcast after podcast, right? So what are we talking about? Motherfuckers don't even care about.
But look what Abby Wody said. Look what Abby Wody said. Look, LeBron James was there. You have Obama, preachers. A lot of people was at these freak offs.
Who cares?
Yeah, everybody was there.
Who cares though? Like, what they gonna do? You don't stop going?
No, my pastor. Let's say my pastor was at a freak off because remember TD Jakes was there not too long ago. So
what you gonna do if you find out? What you gonna do if you find out?
Unsubscribe.
Oh, that ain't shit. He don't give a fuck about that.
Matter of fact, Ronnie, it makes a lot of people want to go in their church and see if he's gonna tell the truth. What's gonna go down with Diddy party? That's what they're gonna want to know.
Jordan, the church has been falling. The church has been falling off. Everybody know that. Everybody been leaving the church for over 20 years now. What are we talking about? Nobody cares about that shit. This is only reason is I understand why we talking about because it's viewership. But really, be honest with you, when we leave from this platform, we go back home, live our day-to-days, this shit is nothing. It's nothing. Because they rich, they got money, and they want to fuck for that money, whatever. They got to live with that shit, not me. I'm not gonna lose one motherfucking shut out of sleep because Justin Bieber got a little freak off.
But the thing is, you don't worship Justin Bieber. There's people that actually worship Justin Bieber.
I don't worship none of them niggas. I don't give a
That's
fuck.
what I'm saying. So it's not gonna affect you. But I'm telling you, when these secrets come out,
who you worship? Who you worshiping?
None of them. I'm telling you, I don't care less. But I'm talking about the people that do. When they find out, I'm telling you, the world's gonna be crushed. Because they find out one of their favorite pastors was in their freak off.
You know who worship them people the most? Women. And we know women support homosexuality.
I knew you were gonna go to women. I knew you were gonna go to women.
Women are the highest, biggest supporters of these guys. So you think they're gonna say, "Oh, I don't like him because he got fucked to that"? No, women fuck with homosexuals. The LGBTQ and the women are like damn near buddy. So
but that's the thing. A lot of men support homosexuals on the low, right? They are in there getting their assholes exploited. So it's not. I just look. The men are the ones engaging. So
I'm not Diva. I'm not going to deny that. But what I'm saying, I'm talking about on a political level, right? More on a political level, the women and the LGBTQ are more of a force. Yeah, I ain't saying that men ain't down low. I'm not saying that, but coming out and supporting each other in the public eye, women and the LGBTQ are one group.
Well, I think it's more harmful to hide that stuff and actually be doing it. To keep quiet and act like you against it, but be spreading your damn cheeks and letting them put the egg up there.
Man, people like the egg. You gonna be saying, "Oh, every panel." You're like, "Man, no one put the egg up in your
egg up there now."
and just scroll them.
But listen, the rappers been wearing dresses.
Yeah, they've been wearing dresses. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, they've been wearing dresses.
Wear dresses. So, and then nobody stopped buying their music.
No, but they're wearing dresses so they can. No, but Ruben, the reason why they're wearing dresses so they can put the stick in there. The stick, if you know what I mean, the stick. That's why they're wearing dresses. They say we putting the stick, the gun in the dress. That's why they're wearing dresses.
I'm talking about the video.
Yes, in the video, yes.
Maybe that's part of them getting that record deal, right? They humiliate that. Wear this dress. You want this money? Wear this dress, and probably something else probably goes on. Also, they be deleting each other over these, like Quavo got Takeoff taken out, right? For the fame and riches. So there's a lot going on behind this money. For the love of money is the root to all evil.
Sugar Mom say, doesn't matter if you support it in private or in public. Good point. Does it matter? Well, it's gonna matter because when your celebrities get found out, it was out one of these freak off, and they got boiled eggs get stuck up. They scroll them. It's gonna be a hard day. Go ahead.
And I said, like I said, I agree with Rufus. It's like it won't be surprising because we know so many people that have been to Diddy's parties. Even comedians like Kevin Hart. We definitely know Kevin Hart's been to a couple of these parties and every day, especially he was young and everything. So if we hear something about, hopefully, don't hear nothing that allegedly that Kevin Hart did something at Diddy's parties. I mean, will people be surprised about that if Kevin Hart did something at Diddy's party?
No.
Surprise.
Shout out to Dialogue that's also in the building. Go ahead, Rufus, what you were saying.
This is just a part of life, man. We want to make it big. I don't know why. Honestly, I don't even know why they're really going after P. Diddy. Like, it's not really. He's doing nothing that's way out, right? Yeah, he hit the girl. Okay, give him a domestic violence charge. But other than that, all this Rico and putting him in trying to make him look like a kingpin of this shit. He's not even. He's a small fish in a big pond. He's not even the biggest one to do it. You got dudes way bigger than him that had these freak offs every day. They just pass it on to him because it's just part of the ritual. It's part of the ritual. So he's not the big. He talking about they trying to make it. He running through his business. No, he ain't running through his businesses. The people at the top who put him in position to have that, they okay that. And they gave him the cachet to hit. Yeah, y'all go to this party. He's good. He's people.
And also,
it goes.
And also, this just shows you, like I said, as a black man, I don't care how much money you got. If you all the way to the billionaire, if you met somebody wrong like that, you will get shut down. Look how Diddy selling all his assets, like literally liquidating all his assets to the point where it's like he ain't gonna have no money to pass to his kids and everything. So instead of Diddy having money, it's like your kids not gonna have any money either. That generational wealth is stuck.
We ain't worried about that. He know enough people. Some people look out for his kids. Come on.
Yeah. I know that. I know people look out, but when it comes to him passing his money, it's not gonna happen.
And he still got Bad Boys record. Bad Boy record's still around.
Listen, he got billionaire friends. They're gonna take care of his kids, man. All you gotta do is keep your mouth shut.
And now that one of his kids is what I Be Short's kid too. So he got money anyway.
Yeah.
So he's good.
Listen, all Suge Knight doing is trying to make some extra money so he can have some more money on his books.
I ain't mad at that.
I ain't mad at him though. But then he sold Death Row Records anyway, so he still had money anyway because he sold it.
Sold it. He sold the people, and now he sold to somebody. Then remember, Snoop Dogg. He
Snoop
brought
Dogg
Death Row back. Y'all remember last
Snoop
year?
Yeah, I know Snoop Dogg own it.
I know
Snoop Dogg own it.
Yep, Snoop owns it.
Snoop Dogg finally owned Death Row Records.
Yeah, he was
Wait,
a debt.
Sugar Bomb, what was he drugging the baby oil with? In the ice cream with? What was he putting in the damn baby oil?
Oh my God, y'all in this baby oil.
All they do is put the lotion and the oil in there so it can slide, slip, and slide. That's all. Hey, man. So what? Who cares, man? Who really gives a fuck about this? Listen. Let's be honest, man. Let's be honest. Growing up, we had homies who were homosexuals.
Yes.
That ain't nothing new. We know what they was doing. Now we didn't hang out with them. We acknowledged them in the hallways and said, "What's up, homie?" And then that's keep it pushing. But they ain't finna beat this nigga's ass or beat him over here or shoot him. And he doing what he does. That's his business. Long as he don't infringe upon me.
Right, but giving up your asshole shouldn't be a condition of getting, your record contract or whatever. It should be based on your talent, and so that shouldn't be a part of it. And so when you do those types of things, that is part of the coercion, right? To say, okay, you can't get a record deal or you can't get whatever to stall someone's career because they haven't bent over and spread them enough for you.
I mean,
PD, boy, you gotta be so graphic in your explanation, man. It's like you like it or something, man.
Listen,
and like that's your fetish.
It's not my fetish. I just find it hilarious that men are doing these things.
No. But
what you mean? They've been doing this, like Rufus said. They've been doing this. Ain't nothing new.
Listen, Michael Jackson was having that little kid over sleepovers. Come on. So we know this
Absolutely
is
not. Absolutely not. There will be no Michael Jackson slander. He wasn't doing
See,
nothing.
look, you see, Rufus, you see, when somebody worships somebody, see how she go in for Michael Jackson. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Absolutely.
If somebody find out they are on his page, it's gonna be. I'm telling you, it's gonna be crazy out here.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
And the thing is, they still try to. And the thing is, who is that? This man been dead for what? 12 years? 14 years, and they still try to get his money.
Yeah,
still trying to get his money.
Yeah, but
because he tried to. He got the Beatles. He should let the Beatles alone. You never own the Beatles' rights. But go ahead.
It's like this, right? To PhD was point, right? It should be based on the merit of your talent and what you are, but. Yeah, country worship, right? This is a great country. This is what they do. And they just teach. They took the black people who were beneath them and showed them this is what we do. Now you can do your own thing. Because we got Obama, all of them are part of this. This is way, I'm saying this is way bigger than Diddy. This is way bigger than Diddy. Okay? We know that, like, that's why pedophiles never get a lot of time, right? They never bring life sentences 25 years for pedophiles. They always do closed court sessions and end up with probation, right? Because America know that a lot of them judges, a lot of them sleep with little kids, right? A lot of them do. We know this has been for information for many years. So we can't act like that this isn't happening. Now, to PhD point, once again, is people wanting something for something, that's just the nature of the beast. Everybody wants something for something, right? Women have been taking niggas to the bank and dropping them off for their money in the divorce court, right? Everybody wants something for something, right? That ain't the only, that's one level. Yeah, dudes want extra this for that, yeah. But it's also happening in marriages. It's happening in relationships. It's happening in the dating scene. Which is like, you want to talk to me? Send me a cash app, right? So everybody's trying to use everybody. Men basically want to use for sex. Women want to basically use for sex and money. Everybody uses somebody for something. So there's just no way you're going to get around that in this life. They're just being exposed because of the media. You know how the media is. It's so big that these guys have been, well, you got to give me this for this. That's just life. And there's no way it's ever going to change.
Ruthless, you talking too much. You trying to get them people with them suits and escalate. The entire house come pull up and knock on your door, and
Let me be quiet. I'm gonna shut my mouth.
Hey, PhD, I got a question for you. Since I'll say around this time, as like for Black people, as a lot of people value not just rapping but also acting and everything, and they really want to be big. Do you see this as as a Black man needs to be successful, like in Hollywood or be in entertainment? Do you see that companies are using this form of butt breaking black men?
Yes, of course.
Well, as PhD for Junior, I will. No, but I agree. Yes, but I don't think it's even limited to Black men or Black people, right? So for years in Hollywood, they've talked about the casting couch and how to get jobs. Actors would have to sleep with the director, and that's why, what was his name, Harvey Weinstein. That was a big, because it was quid pro quo with his ass. You want this role? Then you better come shake something, right?
Correct.
So yeah, I think it's rampant. I used to have a coworker whose uncle was a director in Hollywood, and he was saying, like, if you saw the stuff that they do, he was like, the parties, whatever you want, they have children there, they have, if you want a man, if you want an animal, they got it there too, right?
Wow.
And so yeah. So I agree that this is way bigger than Diddy. For whatever reason, the people who protected him for so long have decided, we ain't protecting him no more, you can have him. But yeah, it's plenty of other people who were involved in what he had going on, and who are involved in much bigger stuff. People higher than him, creating the shit, inducting other people into it, and so yeah. So yes, but it's a lot bigger than just butt breaking Black men.
Go ahead, Jordan.
It was nice knowing you, PhD, and Ruthless. Y'all doing too much singing up here.
Boy, shout out to Stevie for the $2 stupid sticker. She said, thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you. Can't wait for next week. But go ahead, Jordan. I know you want to ask the guy.
Hey, hold on. Allow the other person to Millie.
Yeah, I didn't know who that was. I was like, oh, that's Millie.
Yeah, she
hey,
was
Millie.
Millie.
Hi. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes. Thank you for subscribing to our channel. Thank you for being on the panel.
No, thank you. Thank you. This is a very important topic.
Okay, go right ahead.
Yeah. No, I don't necessarily have a speech to give. I just find it significant and important and crucial.
Which one about the freak off?
Not only that a lot of people, women and men, they place themselves in the pit of denial that there's freaks out here. Okay. They take them out on a date. They want to, bust slob, kiss all down their throat, not necessarily have sex on the first date, but you exchanging fluids, right? You don't know where that person has been, baby. And I find it
Okay, what happened?
I don't know
where she
pressed
the wrong button. I think she pressed the wrong button.
She went out.
She was going in.
Yeah, she was going in.
Happened? She was going in. Hey, 70 Watkins is in the building.
Whoa.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, she's back. Millie. She's back.
Go ahead, Millie.
Millie, go ahead. You was going in.
Her Wi-Fi might be not in and out.
Her name
Yeah.
is Martha.
Wow, Stephanie Watkins is back. God, dog. Blessings in abundance. But go ahead, Millie. Millie, can you hear us? If you on the iPhone, remember use the Safari, and you should have a more better connection if you're on the iPhone. Now, if you're on the Android, you can use Google Chrome, and everything should work fine. But yeah, but Millie, as soon as you come and just speak, and we allow you to speak. Go ahead, Ruthless. I don't know, Ashton, you were talking too, right?
I think Ashley
No,
was.
I ain't snitching. No.
So
You ain't snitching. We ain't a freak off.
see this thing, right? And this is why I really want black people to see this, that America really doesn't give a fuck about us. Right? And we so much trying to prove so hard to them that we're one of them or I like them or align with them. And then the first chance they get, they throw us under the bus. We're like throwaways to them. So I just hope we
Who
this
is us and them?
What'd you say?
Who is us and them?
I'm just saying the America versus the black people.
Wait a minute. What? Okay. All right.
America doesn't care for black people, and they show it every day. Yet we still want to fight each other. We still want to prove to them that we align with them, but they don't want really nothing to do with us. Because every chance they get, they got Young Thug on a trial right now, and it's bullshit. But a black prosecutor just going after him, right? Trying to prove to America that, look, I'm going to take my own people out for you. Yeah, look at me. Look at me. This is what we do. We are so confused as people. We forget our history with America. Remember, slavery is not that far away. And they display how they felt about us once they, got rid of slavery. They showed they really don't like you. They didn't want nothing to do with us. And now here we are, 2024, still trying to get up under their good side. And as soon as they do like Diddy get in trouble, they turn it over. Shoot. He just, hey, it is what it is, right? Oh, well.
So okay, so like you brought up Young Thug. And from my understanding, the crimes that he is alleged to have committed, if he in fact did commit those crimes were against black people, right? And so the idea that we should just let niggas run around with impunity and harm people in their own community, otherwise we trying to ingratiate ourselves to America, which I guess you mean white people, is ridiculous, right? And so I should not have my life threatened or be in danger of any harm just because I'm a black person and we got some other black fools out here who want to run a damn muck, right? And so, no, I totally disagree. I don't think it has anything to do with trying to ingratiate ourselves to America or white people. If your ass is wreaking havoc, especially in your own community, then yeah, we need to send your ass down the river.
Okay,
I gotta agree with Ruthless.
I'm just
Of
saying.
course you do, because you're a degenerate.
See, you see how PAD be trying to call us dumb niggas up here? She went
I
on.
said you're a degenerate. You're a degenerate.
See, listen, I've been watching the case, right? And right now, all I'm saying is, if he's guilty of something, do the crime, do time. But the way they trying to, the black DA, the prosecutor's trying to paint it like he's the boss of bosses, which he's really not. He's just a guy who did a few things in the past, and they always want to get him, but they couldn't catch him.
No, he the boss of bosses. Let's
He's not. He's not the boss of bosses. He's a guy who got money and could put money, pay somebody to do something. That's anybody. 100 bands.
That's called a boss, sir.
No, I'm just saying.
Put the money in somebody else's hands. You the boss.
No, that's not an organization, though. Let that be clear. It's not an organization.
He was literally shouting out the organization. There were people who were a part of the organization who also shouted out the organization, right? So if you were in Atlanta, you know that there were plenty of people associated with that organization, and they were not shy about telling people that they were associated with that organization. So again, trying to minimize or
Big
even
slime.
make light of the crimes that are being committed because it's a black man, it just doesn't make sense. Because a lot of times, now look, I might even be with you if they was going to other folks' community and wreaking all that havoc. But no, they come and they bring it right to us, right? Because they too fucking cowardly to go over there and take the shit to them crackers.
But here it is,
And
though.
so no.
Watch this, Pierre Diva. And I would agree with you if Woody, who they had on a charge, a murder charge, they let him walk. They gave him immunity just to tell on Young Thug. They gave a whole bunch of dudes found guilty of all these crimes, right?
Yeah,
doing something. Wait, they caught me doing something and said, "Well, hey, check it out. We didn't let this go. If you just tell and make him like he's the man, come on, that is not playing fair. They didn't do the crime for their time. If you catch Young Thug doing something, convicted. That's all
They
I'm
do
saying.
that all the time, though. They do that all the time.
I know.
That's standard operating procedure for criminal proceedings, right? If they got a witness, even if the motherfucker already serving time, sorry y'all, even if the dude already serving time, they'll take something off their sentence in exchange for them testifying against somebody. And so
What the hell Rugler got on?
this is not something that they just dug up for Slim Thug or Young Thug or whatever his name is.
You went to a bowling tournament today?
You know what? Not the bowling tournament.
He said bowling to hey Hakeem Sugar Bomb asked you a question. She said, "Are you going to still fly girls out?" Hakeem like Hakeem like that. Hakeem what?
No, I'm here.
Yeah, Hakeem. You
You
still
ain't
gonna make
answer
them
the
clip your
question, Bomb.
toenails?
Sugar Bomb. Sugar Bomb said, "Are you still gonna fly girls out?" She want to know.
I've never flown a girl out.
It's not wrong flying the girls out, unless you ain't doing no freak off.
That's trafficking.
Listen. I'm not rich
How
like
that
y'all.
trafficking flying the girl out? That's not trafficking.
You flying them across state lines. That's trafficking. Sir.
No, that is trafficking.
What you mean? If I fly a girl out, that's trafficking? No, it's not.
That's one of the charges that Diddy's got.
No, but he doing it. He doing it as an act of service. I'm not doing service. He coming to me.
Sir, that's trafficking.
So let me break this down for you guys, right? Let me break this down for you guys.
Oh my God! Go ahead, Ruthless. Go ahead.
So it's really pimping and pandering, right? Is what they're charging him with. But the federal code, right, does not have a pimping or pandering penal code. So they call anybody who's doing something with somebody that's involves and both could be consent, sex trafficking, because they don't have a pimping charge in their penal code. So really, it's not sex trafficking. It's not the true meaning of sex trafficking. Because sex trafficking really is kidnapping somebody against their will, right?
Correct.
Transporting them, and making them sex workers. This is not what Diddy.
Correct.
But Rudler, can we be honest though? They was about to legalize prostitution and still arrest the Johns in certain states. They don't care.
Yeah.
They just want it. They just want the whip. Me personally, I'm gonna be totally fair on it. And PhD, you tell me if I sound off for reaching. I think that they want to arrest the Johns so the politicians and the governors can have more women to themselves. Think about it. If you get all the Johns off the street, how many more women gonna be at the bar? How many more women gonna be at free and Friday?
But if you look at the United
If
States,
I lock your baby daddy up, oh, go ahead.
No, but I'm telling you, look at the population in the United States. There's more women than men. Ashton, they don't really need nobody else for that.
You don't know greedy niggas out here, Ron. You don't know bitter
But there's a
niggas
lot
out
of
here.
women.
They don't give a.
I understand that.
They don't give
It's
a damn, Ron.
women. It's a lot of women out here.
Ron, it's a nigga that can't do nothing but 2 posts in the bedroom and he still won't find women. Are you gonna sit up here and tell me that ain't true?
No, it's true. I ain't saying it's not. You see, Ruthless laughing. It's true, but I'm just saying it's the ratio. The ratio is very high. It's a lot of women. It's a lot of that. What women right now complain they can't find certain men, like a selected man. Go ahead, Ruthless.
We talked about this. Just because there's a lot of women don't mean a lot of men is getting the box. And there's men out here who are jealous.
That is correct.
Who envy the men who are getting all the box.
And you know it's niggas that ain't getting box jealous of niggas that's getting the box. You see that every day. You see that every day at the big shiesty house. Big
Make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe. Subscribe.
There could be a lot of hating going on here. Because for them to be going after P. Diddy like this is like to me it's just a witch hunt.
Is it really though, or they just fed up with Diddy and his time has passed?
Well,
his contract up.
I don't think they fed up with Diddy.
The only thing that I can say that he's suspect of doing that's crucial, I don't know, that Biggie deletion was a bit, I don't know, right? I was like, did he have something to do with that?
And he got out of it. Let's be real. If I shake hands with the owner of Panasonic, is that the old TV company that makes TV players back? You don't think he got a connection that get me out of there?
Yeah.
So the fact that they're coming after this man 20 years later out of all the shady deals he done, you don't think his contract is over with?
He might be reaping what he sowed.
Shout out to DJ, a new subscriber. Shout out to DJ, a new subscriber. Shout out to him. He says, Suge always said they were trying to delete him, and I always believed them.
Yeah, that Biggie thing, that one got my attention on P. Diddy right there. I wasn't even too much. Then when that happened with Tupac, I was like, okay, that could have been anybody. Because Tupac, he got a lot of enemies, right? But when Biggie got took out, right after, like literally, like a few months down the line, I said, that's because I looked at P. Diddy a little bit harder. I'm like,
we know exactly who got Tupac. Tupac took his ass in that casino and started the fight, knowing he ain't in no gang, and he went to a private art school and got his ass took out. That's all it was. Everybody in LA know that.
I don't know. I think Biggie.
You ain't in LA.
P. Diddy, I don't think had nothing to do with Biggie because that was his money maker. I don't think he would do that. If Biggie was still around, P. Diddy would have been 10 times richer.
B.I.G. was finna leave. Thank you, P.A.D. He was finna leave.
That was rumored.
So can I make more money off the Dead or Alive run?
I think he would have made more money when he was alive.
I would make more money off the Dead because there's gonna be a whole bunch of white people buying your shirt, buying your hat, saying, "Oh, have you ever seen somebody
think
die?"
About how many records did Biggie got? Biggie only got 2 records.
You ever seen a woman pull up some old text messages and she curving your ass just because he died, just because that person died? And you're like, what the fuck is this she posting? You made more money dead than alive.
You think about what made Michael Jackson so powerful. What made Michael Jackson so powerful? He got a lot of records. Biggie only had what? How many records Biggie got? He only got 2.
He got 2 albums.
Thank you, Narrative and Dialogue, sir. If you die, I can remix that shit 15 times, and they're gonna say, "Oh, it's just because he paid, light a candle up, smoke a blunt, and buy that shit again."
But actually, look, Michael Jackson had.
Bro, you really trying to fight this, ain't it?
I am gonna try to find it because I love Biggie. So I love Biggie. To me, I don't think they should have. The way he died was too soon. I think he should have had more records. If P. Diddy was smart, he would have given more records and then delete them. If I was P. Diddy.
Or I could just keep I could just keep your catalog and go to hell with you. Am I right, Jordan?
That's a fact because, like I said, Michael Jackson's different. You know, Michael Jackson's been in the game for 50 years, and he wrote so many songs that
No, but that's what I'm saying. But he have a lot of records compared to Biggie. Biggie only have 2.
I still got your catalog.
How many records Tupac got? Tupac got like over 5 records.
I get that, but Diddy had a mindset. It's like, you know what? When it comes to Bad Boy Records, when it comes to me, keep everybody's catalogs and everything. I'm gonna suffocate it until I don't have any use for it. I'm gonna sell it back, and that's what Diddy did.
To me,
ain't nobody made it. Run.
5, then I was like, okay, good. You're right.
Run. Ain't nobody made it from Diddy with a positive outlook or out of debt. You don't think Notorious B.I.G. was finna leave, sir?
It was true. Actually, it was true that he was trying to leave.
I know it's true, and I know I'm trying to get this man in the level boss up top to understand what we saying.
But Biggie, it was the
He's
we already
still
know
fighting
Biggie
it.
was the face. Hold on, no, I am still gonna fight it because Biggie was the face of Bad Boy. Everybody know that.
So was
Biggie
Mace,
was the face of Bad
and
Boy.
where he at? So was Mace. So was Loon. Where they at?
I understand,
He's
but
still
So
fighting
was
it.
Shine. Don't forget about
Biggie,
Shine. Don't forget about Shine.
I ain't won by them. I ain't won by that.
So
When you see
was
P
Mr.
Diddy, it
Billy.
was
What happened
Biggie.
to Mr. Billy? Everybody love Mr. Billy.
It's the
Hey,
same thing
hey,
right now
fellas.
with Chaosculturadio. It's the same thing right now with Chaosculturadio. It's me, Jordan, and Hakeem. If Jordan leaves and you know me and Hakeem, they still gonna see Jordan as one of the team. That was what I'm trying to tell you. Like that's how it is. Same thing with P Diddy. When Biggie left, of course when he left, Bad Boy's never been the same. Even though he signed all these different artists, they still never been the same. Because everybody was like, damn, I wish Biggie was there. You get what I'm saying? He was the face of it.
Who said that? I don't remember nobody saying this shit.
Hey,
What you
hey,
mean?
hey, fellas. Let Stephanie get a word.
Oh, go ahead, Stephanie. Is
Hey,
this working?
Stephanie, it's been a long time, but
Can
glad
y'all
to
hear me?
have
Hey,
you back on the
y'all.
show.
I
We
can't
can hear
drop
you.
her. Drop her off the panel. She haven't
Do
been
not
here. She
drop
don't
her.
deserve
Do
to
not
speak.
dropping
No,
her.
I'm joking.
Stephanie, go
I'm
ahead.
joking. Hey, Stephanie. Hey,
Hey,
Stephanie. Go
y'all.
ahead.
Can y'all hear me?
I
Okay.
can't hear
Yes.
you.
Okay.
Thank you,
The book
Darius.
Kim
Thank you,
Porter
Darius.
supposedly. Have y'all heard about the book that Kim Porter supposedly put out?
Yeah,
No.
Kim Porter.
yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead. Explain a little bit more
so
about it. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Speak
Explain it
on it.
more.
I never heard of it.
okay,
Go ahead.
so she put out apparently like, and they're trying to still negate like if it's really from her, but like it's this like little monologue, pretty much about like her last days, like building up to like her relationship with Sean Puffy Combs, and then like up until her demise, right? Like, and so she talked a lot about Tupac and Biggie, and pretty much like from her stance, Biggie and Tupac.
I think it's Restream because it
Yeah,
dropped her
and I
too.
think she's driving. I think she's driving from work too because usually
Yeah,
she
she's
off this
driving
time. Yeah, I think she's driving from work.
because everybody
Cause two
on
people
her.
got, cause they went. No, but go ahead, Jordan. Well, we'll wait till she come in and we resume. But Jordan, I don't know if you have any other topics, but besides when she comes back, go right ahead.
Well, I do have one topic that make kind of having fun, and this is go about there was a list that was made by researchers called Fetish
Hold on,
Finder.
Joe. Hold it. She's back.
Okay,
Go right
she's
ahead.
back. Okay, go ahead, Stephanie. When you get a chance. Hey, Stephanie, are you driving? Are you driving from back home? Or she might be under the parking lot too, because under the parking lot where we live at, there's still get no signal. So I don't know if she's
Okay.
parking under the parking garage.
But until she come back, so go ahead. You go resume. Go right ahead.
Okay. But according to Downloads in Chicago book, they say the book is fake. Yeah. Okay. Now going back to the topic, so researchers from the Fetish Finder recently conducted a survey regarding the best and worst cities for dating, and their data says that when it comes to here's the top 10. So number 1 is New York, number 2 is Los Angeles, number 3 is Philly, number 4 is Chicago, number 5 is San Antonio, number 6 is Fort Worth. Number 7 is San Diego. Number 8 is Houston. Number 9 is Phoenix. And number 10 is San Jose. Now, there's some other cities that I know of that I can't believe it's not in the top 10, but these are the cities that's in the top 10 according to Fetish Finder. What they conducted a survey that these are one of the top 10 cities in the U.S. for worst cities in the U.S. for dating.
Oh, worst. Okay.
Worst. Yeah, worst.
Okay, I can believe that.
Yeah.
I can believe all that.
Wait, Miami's not there?
It's not. It's not in the top 10. It might be number 11 or 12, but it's not in the top 10.
Right. It's 11.
Right. Or Atlanta, it might be 12 or 13.
So which one is number 1? Oh, New York.
New York, of course. Yeah,
New York?
Yeah.
I can see that.
Well, New York is a city that never sleeps, so them girls be crazy over there. So I don't know.
Yeah, New York.
How can you ever date a girls from New York? Ruthless.
Oh my God. Worst is. Nah, let me tell you something. I did have one that was cool, but overall, like I tell them to stay away. Like stay away from women from New York. Stay away. Stay away.
I would say that the problem with the dating in those type big cities is I guess it's the affordability versus trying to get something genuine is very difficult, right? Probably the most high degree of difficulty. Everybody's after something in a more higher rate because it's so expensive to live there. It's so expensive to have a life. So you can imagine.
I mean, it's expensive in all big cities.
No. I'm just saying, right. So we have to triple this to the women, right? Because they're the one who are benefiting from this financially.
Hey,
they're the one who's benefiting from all the dating for.
That is true.
All the music.
That is true.
So when they talk about dating, right? Who's benefiting from this the most? Because this is why it's difficult. Would be the big city women, right? Because they have high demands. Well, hey,
yes.
Listen about here. If you try to take them to McDonald's or to even Outback Steakhouse, they're gonna be looking at you like, you ain't.
But I mean, why let them look at you like that? We know that we know every woman moved from the country to a big city. Every last one of them.
Yeah.
So I think there's more going on than just that, right? So many of them on the list are large cities, and so you tend to have a lot of people, especially like your New Yorks, your LAs, your Houstons, those type of places. You got a lot of people coming in and out of there, and so there's a lot of choices, right? And so to meet someone and choose that one person to settle down with and have a relationship with, when you got all these different people that you can hook up with, some of whom are, coming in for a weekend or, a week or so. I just think it's not, it's an environment that isn't really conducive to dating, because actually, like, Houston was on the list. Houston is cheap, right?
No, hell no, Houston ain't cheap. But
Yes, Houston is cheap.
To debunk your point, I gotta call you out. You the problem too. You just said we can't depend on a woman in a big city. Every man know we believe in love at first sight. Only women, the only ones that don't believe in that no more for some
Well, you
reason.
can't love
It ain't
anybody
the
at
city,
first
it's the
sight because you
women.
don't know them.
It
And
don't matter.
so,
If I'm attracted to you, why can't it be love at first sight, man?
because you
You
don't
ain't
know shit
never
about them, you in lust with them, but
PA Diva.
what?
Back in your day, did you
Nigga,
not
it's
hear
still
about
my day.
Nah, give it up, man.
Hold on, what you said?
Y'all
It's
heard me.
still
I'm
my
standing
day.
on PA Diva. Let's be honest. We ain't heard about a high school sweetheart in years. We got to
Yeah,
stop
I
this.
recently. That's not true. I recently saw a woman. Where were they? Oh,
One
Scottsdale,
woman.
Arizona. No. But there are people who have high school sweethearts and they get married. The girl say her and her husband been together since they was 14 years old. They was 25, right? And so it happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, I know a lot of high school sweethearts are married back in where I used to stay at. There's a lot of them. I just want to say that. When it comes to big cities, probably no, but maybe smaller cities, yes.
But Jordan, that's where it started. Back we ain't from big cities. Are we, Jordan? We the only ones that can admit that shit. They're not afraid to admit this.
So here's where I disagree with
be
PS Diva,
quiet.
right? Is most women ain't dating most men, right? So the top, certainly the premium women who are very beautiful, aesthetics, right? Their demands are a lot higher. So we do know to state that's a fact, right? That men, the average man, they said when they asked their body count was like 8, right?
Okay.
So they're not getting it like that. So the women are giving it to even in the big cities. Because why? Because women, and I'm not saying you, PSD, don't take it personally, but I have to attribute this to women because you guys benefit from the extravagant dinners, extravagant lifestyle, which men provide in a way to get to know you, right? So it costs a man to get to know you, right? So therefore, if most guys in big cities are behind the curve, so they're not able to get to these women, and this is why it's very difficult to date in these type of situations because as soon as they go out and the woman figures out that they're not economically capable.
Right.
off with their head, right? So they're just.
But the thing is, okay, so you talked about the very beautiful women. If you a broke ass nigga, if you are a man who ain't got a whole lot of money,
go ahead and say it,
what do you
PhD.
want with a
Go
beautiful
home,
woman?
man.
You can't afford a beautiful woman. You need to go get a little regular degular around the way chick that you can afford, right? And so that's the thing. Y'all don't want to date in your tax bracket. That's your problem.
Let me cut you off right there real quick.
And I can't highlight some of these women comment in the chat. If we got a new
Only the women.
subscriber,
Only the women.
Angel
See,
Hall.
run the problem. Run the problem.
Hold
He's
on.
talking about only the women.
No, we got new subscribers. No, we do got a lot of new subscribers.
But hold on.
Go
But
ahead.
let Stephanie. Stephanie would have been trying to get her word up. Go ahead, Stephanie.
But shout out to Bomb Cherry Juice that's also in the building. But go ahead, Stephanie.
Let me have this conversation with PhD real quick, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so all I'm saying is PhD was this. To your point, right? Yes. You got to think. Okay, let's talk about the H9s and 10s, right? Those are the premium women, right? So the regular degglers see that you guys, the H9s and 10s, are holding out. So they're saying, hey, well, I'm 8, 9, 10 now. Because they ain't giving y'all nothing. And guess what? I want the same thing they got. So they're negotiating stronger now. They're like, oh, wait a minute, wait. You leave me.
They go buy some bundles and an extra couple of pounds of makeup. Boom. They want to be 8 and 9 now.
Bam. They're the new H9s and 10s, right? They're the new H9s and now they're men are all on them. So they're saying
Move across state lines too. Don't forget that part. That's part of the sensory.
Yeah, so this is what I have to say. Men, and let's keep it real. Men, we do date within our range, right? We do date within our range, but the problem is because the H9
Women keep revamping their goddamn self.
5, 6, 7s, right? Because they keep the men's go higher because of the lack of thereof. The men who are trying to get with just their level are having problems because they're that little 40K, 45K, and it just can't sustain. They can get them some coochie now. They gonna have sex, but a year or two, she's out because she's gonna look like, what can you make me better in? How can you make me better?
And ruthless. Technically, ain't the woman below us? If she always got her hand out of begging?
No, but see, that's the thing. You can't give nobody nothing if you only making $45,000, right? And so the thing is, the men have to raise their own standards, right?
Women only
go get a second job.
PhD. Women only make $30,000 and they don't pay for no dinners.
Go work some overtime that ain't gonna be taxed.
Okay, PhD. So last point, I'm gonna let Stephanie in. Here's the thing, right? Now, we have to understand when you're saying that, well, 40K can't do, you can't, a man can't, he can give you his personality. He got good character. He's gonna be faithful.
Man, get the hell out of here. No.
He's gonna give you,
PhD. Would you rather laugh at my broke ass be one of these corny Derrick Jackson motherfuckers? Let's be real.
Those aren't the only choices. I would choose to be
alone. No, that's the only choice in this equation.
I'll be by myself. I'll stay by myself.
PhD, you ain't gonna turn me down.
Yes, I am.
I did joke after joke. You girl, stop playing.
I'm gonna be boy, get your ass out my face.
I know PhD, but you gonna call me at midnight every other week. I know we know how the game go.
But let Stephanie go before she lose her reception. Go ahead, Stephanie. Go right ahead. Speak your truth.
I have nothing to say. I was literally just. I didn't even know I was still on here. I thought I dropped completely.
No, you on. You on.
Telling us about the book.
You were telling us about the book.
Oh, that's late old music. I mean, just from what I've seen, and I don't know if it's true or not, but they're just pretty much saying that both Biggie and Tupac were gonna leave Bad Boy as a label and go somewhere else together, which is why Diddy wanted to off both of them. So pretty much the book was saying like that's why that P. Diddy played a hand in orchestrating the murder of Biggie. And also played a hand in the first attempt of killing Tupac the first time he got shot.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah, it was like, and I know like a lot of folks saying like, oh, it's not true. I don't know, but I will say
it ain't nobody but Ron Stephanie saying it ain't true.
Okay. No, people in the comments were also saying that it wasn't true. And I don't know. I don't know if it is or not, but a lot of the details that were in there, I was like, God damn, it was a lot of shit. Like, your boy been getting busy in the bunkie with a lot of Will Smith. Will Smith was in there on some butt play. They were saying that Albie Shore was definitely in some butt play. It was
Wait,
naming a whole
whoa,
bunch of folks. Oh
wait.
yeah. Oh
Allegedly,
yeah.
allegedly. I want to make that sure.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly in the book it was saying like they had a threesome. Kim, Albie Shore, and Diddy all had a threesome. They were even saying that how Diddy set up Shine to take the fall for that shooting when he shot that girl in the club. And that they even talked a lot about that. So it was like a lot of detailed information. Again, it was all alleged. I don't know if it was true or not, but I really think like she made it a point to say like Diddy was like if he was gonna unalive Kim Porter, he would do it in a way where nobody would be able to finger it back to him. And at like the ending of the book was pretty much just like her saying like she think he got her, like she thinks he put something in her food, and like months later she passed away of pneumonia. So I don't know. It was just a lot of weird coincidences throughout the whole thing. Yeah. So I know it's a lot with Diddy. I know we have to stick with like the facts, and I know for sure they're gonna try to get him with sex trafficking, for sure. And I know y'all are talking about like flying girls out. Is that considered, being sex trafficked? And I think they're playing more into the role of like these agencies. You know how they have like these escort agencies that have like women escorts who are not supposed to be doing sexual acts or favors. But if they decide to do it on their own, that's on them. I think like that's the angle they're trying to pin him, is because he was soliciting services from some of these escort websites or whatever, and getting women flown out from these agencies, women and men. So I think that's where they're going to try to nail him. And if they exhume, Kim Porter's body or dig a little deeper into the death of Biggie, I think for sure they might pin some of that shit on him too. He done pissed the wrong people off. That's my thought. Yeah.
But to the point is, when we talk about the top 10 cities, you notice they're all big cities, right? And cost of living is going to
jump and dismiss everything I just said. Okay. So y'all
You know he gonna go back. You know he gonna go back to the women. You know he gonna go back to the women. I would have told you that.
Yeah, for sure. You ain't gotta tell me. So, but I know y'all talking about the top 10 cities for the worst dating, and it sucks because I've experienced both. Like San Diego, LA is the trashiest place to meet people, and I kind of want to go. PH Diva, that's your name, right? Did I get it right? Yeah, like I think you're right. Like these are like high, like trafficked place where it's like people are coming from different states and visiting, and they're coming and going. You have such like a plethora of people to choose from. It makes it harder to date. But then also too, like it is mad expensive to live in LA and to live in San Diego. So I could definitely see how someone's economic status can make it even more difficult. Today, I'll say these homosexuals is out here running rampant. Which makes it another layer of difficulty when you're dating. Have y'all heard of homosexuals before?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of them. My homegirl just ran across one who was going from New York to LA. Came out here, the man all the way homeless, ain't got no home to live in. And was
but
like,
trying to holler at somebody.
Yeah. Like got your priorities all messed up. Like where are you about to live, my nigga? Like my guy.
No, but what number is LA on the chart? Number 5?
Number 2. It's number 2.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Easy
you
number 2.
got to think about how LA is, right? Because of Hollywood, right? So every woman and man out here, right? Men are trying to, for them to be that dude, they have to be looking like that dude. If you ain't looking like that dude, and then you got to maintain that shit, you're just gonna drown out here. This is $45,000 to $60,000 is not dating money out here. Period.
No.
I will say that I just read this article where it was like considered low income in LA. Like low income is $70,000 a year.
Yeah.
It's considered, if you are making $70,000 a year, you're considered low income. So
Well,
I do like and so kind of like Ruthless, to your point, like out here I call it Tinseltown because everyone is trying to play something that they're not. And I also think that plays a huge role into why the dating pool is so trash. Like I wish folks just feel comfortable enough with just being authentically them. Like, you don't have to be like this, you know, oh, I'm in the game, I'm a producer, I'm an artist. Like, we don't care about none of, at least for me, I don't care about none of that. Like, you ain't gotta play this facade to try to catch somebody. I really think that's the real problem, is that folks is too busy trying to play this role or play this facade, and they're not able to keep it up. Like, just do you.
Men are competing with Diddy though, right? So that's where it's at out here, right? In Los Angeles, we are competing with those upper guys. Even though, like you said, oh, I don't care. But if you go out there and just be like a normal guy, good women would not even look at you.
I think, I'm gonna cut you off. I really think it's completely different. I don't think men are competing. I don't think men are competing with Diddy. I think women are competing with Diddy type men, because there's a lot of men out here fucking men. There's a lot of men out here taking booties, and we don't. It's like it's really taking y'all on afterthought. Sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all talking about y'all.
PhD laughing. Please don't go there.
Sorry, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, it's so many men that's getting that, like, you know, being played with by other men, and if that's your sexual preference, then do you. But I do think that's another reason why the dating pool has become what it is because of folks are like out here exploring their sexuality, and not everybody is hip to that. I'm gonna keep it a bean. If you come to me and you tell me like, oh, I've kissed a man in the mouth or I've had sex with a man, I'm not interested in you. But here's the gag: there are some women who just don't care about that. So I really think that's playing a significantly huge role in the dating pool and why it is the way that it is. I'm also privy. I want to kind of do my own research to see like the not gender, but like your sexual identities in these different states where it is hard dating. Like how many men identify as being bisexual or pansexual, or you know what I mean? Because that plays a huge role.
Wait, 100K is poverty in LA? That's crazy.
Yeah,
you know how hard it is to get 100K?
Yeah, it's considered low income. Yeah. It is wild.
What in the world? You know how hard it is to get 100K? 100K just don't grow on trees.
Yeah.
And that's like a single person with no kids is considered that. So like even like, so just consider if you're making 70 to 100K and you have kids, oh my God, you're in poverty. They consider you poverty stricken. Yeah. That
But they're McDonald's every night. Then we gonna live though. We gonna survive.
Not at McDonald's every night.
McDonald's didn't even know I was like this here, especially Governor Newsom raising up the minimum wage. They didn't even know I was out here to make McDonald's like that.
And that speaks to the financial crisis that we're having out here in LA, right? A lot of people are stuck out here, and the economy is growing like a savage beast, eating up all their extra income. And then they go out and try to date or anything. Oh, that's asinine, right? Because now you're in deficit, right? Because every woman that you meet is looking for you to be able to take above the standard. Then, well, I just got a nice little Toyota and we can stay in my one-bedroom apartment. They're looking at you like, nigga, you ain't shit.
Well, at least you got money in the bank. Because
I don't know.
100K?
Yeah. I feel like if you living on your own out here and you can afford it and you driving a Toyota, nigga, you got mad respect for me.
Yeah, you winning.
Yeah, you got respect for me. So I don't know what woman is turning her nose up at that after, if you understand the craziness and the living costs that it, you know, that how much it costs to just sustain a lifestyle out here. So I don't know what type of women you coming across, Ruthless, but shit, if you driving a Toyota and you taking care of your own, I ain't got no problem with it. That means you got a steady flow of income.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all right, Stephanie and PhD, y'all right. I think guys are doing stuff with putting stuff out there, scroll them, bro, because 100K is crazy.
I emphatically
disagree. That hard-boiled egg earlier with us.
Boy, no, but it's hard for them to win though, Stephanie. In LA, 100K ain't enough. That is in Miami, you winning.
Yeah.
No, the hell you ain't.
In Miami. 100K in Miami, a single man, you are winning, PhD.
Shit.
What you mean?
You gonna struggle even in Miami on 100K?
No. Prime example. Let's say in Miami you get a nice apartment. Nice apartment like $3,000. Let's say in downtown Miami, Downtown Miami apartment, I can run to what, like $3,000, $4,000 a month.
But just
You
about that.
winning. With 100K, you winning.
That's after
Yeah.
tax. though. We're talking about after tax. About $5,000.
I ain't talking about a house, PH Diva. I'm not talking about a house.
Listen.
I'm talking about like an apartment. You winning.
Okay, let's break it down. Okay, so you make 100K a year, right? So you
Yeah.
make it $6,000, about $6,000 a month after taxes, right? You gotta they taking out that, so you're only taking home $5,000.
Remember, Ruthless, Florida, they no state taxes there, and also in Texas as
well.
well.
But they got federal tax though. That's the
We got federal. Yes. We got federal tax. Yes.
I'm sorry, it's a difference. When moving from Florida to California, trust me, it's a difference.
If it's 100,000, you making over 8,000 a month, not 6. After taxes, though, you probably are, bringing home maybe 5.
Yeah, the more money you make, the more taxes they charge.
Okay. You bring it on 5. The rent is $3,000. So now you got $2,000 to play with.
Plus,
that
ain't
you
got car.
You still got to pay, right? Whatever going on with your car, utilities,
We gotta eat.
It ain't
Gotta
to play
get
with. You
groceries
gotta
now.
buy groceries.
No, but if it's a single person, how much is grocery? A single person, what? It's like $200.
Okay, so you got.
They say you got internet. They say you don't got cable. You got internet. Internet is like what? Or if you got Comcast, it's like $100 a month. Probably like 100. Or some people got AT&T service.
Spectrum 50. If you got Metro 50.
Wait a minute. Now wait a minute. How much your car payment? 500, 600?
No, but some people take Metro service on Ruthless. They go to work, like the train and stuff, and the bus. Some people do that. Some people don't even drive.
You got a whip. You gotta get a whip.
In LA, you gonna need a whip. You gonna get a whip.
Even if you don't need
LA, you gonna need a whip.
How you gonna go on a date? How you gonna go on a date, Ronnie?
On Uber.
You gonna need a car.
People go on Ubers on dates. People go on dates on Uber.
Yeah.
I know it's crazy. People do it. People do it. They do it all the time.
Yeah, you get a fat girl.
Not a fat girl. Not a fat girl.
That's what. Yeah, on the Uber date, you get a fat girl. She really ugly, or she got 12 kids.
Hey, I can't be telling me that. I'm laughing. I can't say, right, I was just saying I want a fat girl. You be good.
If they looking good, if they have premium, we say a 7 with a nice body, you come. Where we going? Where we going? We're gonna get this Uber. They gonna say, what? You ain't coming to pick me up? But you don't got no car. They're gonna tell you that.
But think about Ruthless. If people know how to budget, the number one issue, people don't know how to budget. We talk about this a lot on this show.
Yes,
budgeting. If people budget correctly, I'm telling you, you can live good off 100K, man. I'm telling you.
But here's the thing, right? When you're living in Miami, we're talking, right? Or Los Angeles,
yes,
like that, you got to have a whip. There's no way around it. Plus insurance, right? So that's a band going in money, extra.
Yep. And talk about gas, because unless you drive an electric vehicle, our gas is crazy.
Hey,
it's crazy.
I go to Acro, right by
Temple.
Right by the, McDonald's right there in Target.
Yeah, the Temple.
It's the cheapest. Cheapest around $4.09. That's the cheapest.
$4. You like me? I will ride till E, and they be like, I'm going right here, and hope I make it. Yep.
So, Ruthless, what you telling me? The women out there need a man? Or you saying they need to get married? Forget it. Get out of the day. Get out and settle down.
Nobody's getting married these days like that. It's not happening.
Well, the way the price is in Atlanta, I mean, in LA, y'all gotta get married. I ain't gonna lie, because that junk is crazy.
The problem with marriage is when you get married, the women aren't giving up their money. So it's still, it's almost
women are giving up their money. Most women work and contribute to the household bills, especially black women. Especially black women.
They're paying the Metro PCS bill. They're paying the
absolutely
Metro PCS. What type of low? What the fuck? Nigga said Metro PCS.
Most black women paying at least half the bill. They going
Metro PCS
with these niggas.
Let me be real with you. Only less than 1% of women are paying for that mortgage. Are paying
That's
half
not
of that.
true. That's not true. As a matter of fact, you know what? There's a CNBC. What is it? Money. They have a money show, and basically people come on and talk about how much money they earn and how they spend their money. There was a married couple together. They earned over, what was it? It was like $260 some odd $1,000 together. The woman was the breadwinner. She earned over 160 by herself. He earned 100. And so when they broke down the bill, she talked about how they go 50-50 on everything.
Okay,
So
we're talking that's one couple, PS Diva.
No, but my point is there are plenty, they do studies on this type of thing. There are plenty of women who are contributing to the household bills, a substantial amount, right? At least 40%.
What you just said?
40%.
Yeah,
Are contributing to the household bill. 40%. That's a huge percentage. That's pretty good.
Right.
40%. That's really good.
Right. So the idea that, you know, these women are just getting married and sitting back and expecting the men to take care of them, they can't. The men don't earn enough, right? So the women have to contribute at this point.
Yeah.
And
No, but shout out to the women that do contribute.
A lot of women out here are the breadwinner. They paying the majority of the stuff. I know plenty of them.
Yeah,
No, I think that's cap. I think that's cap. I don't think they're paying every. I don't think they're paying majority of it.
Most of the women who work with me, who work it, like I know, like through work, yes, they're the breadwinner in their family. One woman married a man, had 2 kids. She went to part-time. She said, even just working part-time, I'm still the primary breadwinner. So that means that man wasn't making nothing. Absolutely. And this was a white woman.
This is the outlier.
Wow.
That's an outlier.
Right?
Listen,
that's not no
But was
outlier.
it a black man though? Was it a black man?
No, it
was it a black man?
I think he was a Hispanic or something like that. But a black girl, a black woman, because she was a young black girl, got hired. This was some years ago, but it was an $80,000 job. And when she got the job, she called her husband and say, hey, we moving from Raleigh to Charlotte, which means that she was the breadwinner. Because if you go pick up your whole life and move for $80,000, he had to be earning considerably less than that because he worked better.
Correct.
You can't do that remotely, right? So I can go on and on. My friend whose book launch I just went to, her husband was telling me, oh, I ain't worked in 10 months. And I said, oh, well, you know, the job market kind of slow right now. He was like, oh, I'm not really looking. Why? Because she earned over $250.
Yep. I got a friend whose wife is a nurse, and he doesn't have to work at all.
Right.
Like he stays at home, and like really the roles have changed. Where like he's at home taking care of the kids because she's the primary breadwinner. Like, and she likes it that way. She's like, he doesn't have to go to work, and both of them are perfectly fine.
Oh, what she has so I can marry? What she has so I can be her second husband? You know what I'm saying? I don't mind saying. No, I'm joking though. I'm joking though because I can't stay at home. I'm a breadwinner. So
But it's very
but it's crazy.
These successful women you see, if they're married, most of the time they out earn their husbands. It's not uncommon at all.
It isn't, especially now. It's 2024. It's definitely going to be relationships where the woman is making more money than you know, the man in the household. But that doesn't mean like. And I think oftentimes the false conception is like, oh, she's making more money, then she must be running the house, or the roles like he's weak or whatever. But I think
that's not always true.
I don't think that's always true. I definitely think like you know, each relationship that's their dynamic, and they're able to create that on their own. So however that works for them, that's how it works for them. Like, who are we to look onto and be like, oh, you a simp, you soft, you letting this woman run the house, she could do whatever she wants. That's I guarantee you talk to any woman, especially the ones who've been holding it down on their own, we tired of being independent. I would love for a man to come and relinquish me from being independent. Like we want a man to lead and to you know, be the head of the house.
Y'all want the 6-figure boys though.
Right, you got to be able to pay the cost to be the boss.
Y'all want the 6-figure
boys. I feel like that's where, and for me, that's where I get confused because, you know, I listen to a lot of these conversations and I'm like, what do y'all really want? Because like there's so many times where it's like, if we do want you to provide and we don't want to work, we want to stay at home and we want y'all to be the one to provide everything. It's like, oh, then we're like the gold diggers, or then we're like, you know what I mean? But then if we want to work and we want to help, they're like, oh, you're too masculine. Like, oh, so it's like really confused as to like, what is it that y'all are.
I'll tell you what we want. I'll tell you right now, we want your mind. That's what we want. We want to be able to control your every being of your body.
Nigga.
Yeah, and listen.
Where the red flags at? Get the red flags ready, guys.
No, I'm telling you, that's what we want. I'm telling you, PhD for laughing. I'm telling you, that's what we want.
I'm gonna have to agree with Ronnie.
Does not want that.
I'm telling you, I'm not even joking. I'm not even. You see, I didn't even
Listen.
smile. I'm being serious. We
Gordon,
want your,
thank
we
you for
want your
shaking your
mind. We want to
head.
be able to.
No.
No, I'm telling you, I'm being
going with
honest.
Jordan.
I'm being honest. Most guys want to be able to control your mind.
Yes,
Get you a
and we want
Jordan.
submission.
Don't get you no
That
Governor
is-
Ron. Get
We
you
want
a
submission.
So
So
That's these two.
and I'm
disagree.
so
That's
yeah.
these two.
So
I'm
and we
telling
going,
you,
I'm gonna pay
that's what
for
they
it
want.
too.
It's complete control. I'm telling you,
I'm
it's
gonna pay
complete
for
control of the woman.
So
They gonna
I'm
want
not gonna.
complete control. That's why they get mad at the pastors, because the pastor is controlling the women's mind at church.
No.
Oh my God.
Cut
Ron,
it
you
out.
can't even say that with a straight face.
Right.
Yeah, mute
I
him,
can't.
please.
They think I'm lying. I can't.
Red
I'm saying
flag,
it because I'm
lady.
making
Get
me
your red
smile.
flag.
No. Listen,
I'm
I'm gonna
telling
have
the
to agree with
truth.
him. I'm gonna have to
I
agree
don't know
with
why
him.
people don't see. I don't know why. Even Rufus didn't tell you that. That is the truth.
Listen,
Men want to dominate the woman so powerful. I'm telling you.
we want
Watch these
submission.
Haitian men, ladies.
Listen, so why would I date somebody who make more money than me and she not gonna submit?
Right, because you shouldn't. Why would she submit to you and you can't out earn her?
They don't care. We don't care about that. Make your money. Bring your money back to me.
The women care, though. That's what I'm saying. Y'all want the
We-
women to submit, but the women say, "Hey, you got to give me something to submit to."
See,
There's
a
a
real
lot to
man,
submit
PhD, but
to.
see, PhD, but real
prove it.
man gonna tell you to go out. PhD, I'm a real man. I'm gonna tell you go out there, get your money. After that, bring your money back to me. I'm gonna use that money so we can make more money. I'm telling you, go ahead, make your
But
money.
see,
I don't care.
that
Make how much
doesn't
money you
really
want to
make
make.
sense to me. As a woman who makes her own money, a man can't tell me, a man who don't make as much money or don't have as much money can't tell me, bring your money to me and so we can make more money. Because if you were able to do that, then you would be using whatever money you got to make more money and you would be able to out earn me.
So PJ, you saying like match? You saying match my fly or outdo me in order for you to have a say so financially, right? With what I'm
Man
supposed
to have
to do.
a say so over you regardless of how much money you make.
Hey, Chicago Rilla. Hey, Chicago Rilla. Why guys always get mad at the pimps? Because the pimp is controlling that woman and allowing the women to do whatever they want, and the women bring the resources back to the pimp. Men been trying to figure out that method for a very long time. No, look at Chicago Rilla. I'm talking about.
What did you say, Hakeem? What was your question?
Oh, go ahead, Hakeem. Sorry, Hakeem. Go ahead. What Hakeem said?
I'm scared to get flamed.
Right.
All right, then we're about to end the show anyway. So go ahead. We're about
No,
to end the show.
and I ain't scared. I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
say it. I ain't scared of her. Listen, a man.
Go ahead.
A man.
You got the power button. You just in the end, and that's
listen,
it.
A
The
man
show's
should
done.
have control over you no matter how much money you make. A man
Wow.
should have. A man should
I was
have.
just saying that. Facts.
You lost your mind. You about to,
So why would he have control over a woman? Like, well, what's the purpose of a man having control over a woman?
It feeds our ego and it's pure dominance.
And
Nigga,
listen,
ain't nobody here to feed your ego,
listen, you
Hakeem.
can't.
Oh my God.
You can't protect nothing you can't control.
But y'all aren't able to protect anybody anyway.
But we're trying to control. That's why we're trying to control our woman. You know what I'm saying? We can't control anybody, but we're trying to control our woman. I'm telling you.
But why do you want to control your woman? I don't understand that.
No.
Please
I
don't say
just
to
told
boost
you
your damn ego.
it feeds our ego. Our
Okay,
ego
that's
as
not
men.
what women are here for. Women aren't here to feed your ego.
Let me tell you how it is,
No.
Men want that control because they don't trust their women to be the most, provincial.
Yo, you going there? You going there, ruthless? Go ahead.
What?
The woman is considered the weaker vessel, number one. So she's a man who falls in love with her, who wants to make her his. He needs to protect her, and that is by protecting her from herself. So yes, he wants to control her, which is not, but it's not true. It can't happen. But he wants to control her because he wants to be able to keep the conditions where she is not vulnerable to her own self.
But that's the thing. If you look at it, we're in a time where these women doing better than these men, right? And so the idea that you need to protect this woman from herself, no, y'all need to learn how to make better decisions. And then you'll have better life outcomes. Like, that's absolutely ridiculous to me, especially for a black man to say, right?
I'm saying PhD. I'm not saying that this is the best way for it.
Yep.
Right. So we're not disputing that. But I just help and break down with the mindset of a man why he wants to put this type of ideology on a woman because the best outcome in his mind is we don't want you dressing naked. We want you cover up, be conservative.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
proper times. We don't want you to do girls trips.
No weed.
All those things are potential dangers to the relationship. So it's understandable. I'm not saying that you don't have rights, but I'm saying it's understandable because if you look at it now, right? So many women on OnlyFans are doing all these crazy things with their bodies, just subjecting themselves to sexuality that now men, if they do find one, get lucky, they want to try to bring her in and say, you know what, you don't need to be showing your body off to others.
That doesn't make sense though. And I'll say that because if what you want is a woman who dresses conservatively and is modest and doesn't wear weave, then you should go out and choose one of the many women who are modest and dress conservatively and do not wear weave. Right? The idea that you're going to go and get a woman who got her ass hanging out when you meet her, but because she in a relationship with you and you the man, now you should be able to have control over her and tell her to stop wearing her hair the way she was wearing it when you met her and approached her, or she should stop dressing the way she was when you met her and approached her.
No, but PhD, if you never heard that,
and get what you want.
You know, PhD, if you never heard that thing, saying they say it's easy to, is a lot of fun to break them down. That's what I gotta do. It's fun. I'd rather break her down
and build them back up.
And build them back up.
No.
I'm telling you.
No woman should hitch their wagons to a man who talks about he want to break her down because it's fun. Like,
what? Don't pay attention to Ronnie. He crazy. This is what men.
Hey, Hakeem.
If Rupert says Ronnie is crazy.
No, but look, they always say I'm the crazy one, but I'm the only one that always speak the truth when I come to this. I'm telling you the truth.
Let me say this. I'm gonna say this. For me, it's more of a trust.
Of course, people gonna say I'm crazy. He ain't gonna speak the truth. He gonna make y'all believe because I'm giving y'all the game. I'm giving y'all the game. But go ahead.
Listen. I've been with my wife for 15 years. To me, it's all about trusting. I pick a mate. She has my last name, and I want her to represent that last name wherever she goes, inside or outside. And for all I know, I trust her in everything. I trust her right now. She's at work. Cool. I know she's gonna represent my last name at the fullest. Even when she go out, I trust her to represent.
See, even Hakeem cammed up.
As much as she wear her clothes. Usually she wears conservatively and everything. When it comes to the climate here in LA and everything, it's like I don't pick her clothes, but I do. She does ask me, say, "Hey, babe, do you like this? Do you like that? Do you like this? All that type of stuff." If I don't like it, then cool. She's not gonna wear it. I'm not saying she can't wear it. She can wear what she wants to. But when it comes to like me not like it's okay. It's not gonna make me. It's not gonna. I mean, if he don't like it, then okay, cool. I'm not gonna wear it. Then that means it must be a reason why he don't like it or something like that.
Right.
Hey, Dialogue. Hey, Dialogue. Y'all saying I'm not giving out the game.
I do have input, but it's not like, hey, I'm not telling you. You're not gonna wear that. It's all about if the woman trusts you about what the words that you're saying.
Boom. Boom.
Go ahead.
And I will say,
okay, hold on. Can I debunk what Jordan's saying? Everything Jordan's saying is true.
No.
But I can't debunk what Jordan. If everything Jordan said is true, I'll come right now. The cheating rate is high when it comes to women and men. Because the simple fact is, I know what I'm saying is the truth. Women don't want those things. I'm telling you, women wants to be controlled. That is a fact.
Go ahead, Stephanie.
I don't care what nobody says.
Okay. Jordan, I completely agree with you. And I think one of the major things that you just spoke on was like trust, right? Like, and I think you and Z have built, y'all have been together, you've built your relationship together, and you've been able to build this dynamic of trust where she trusts. You know what I mean? When you say something, she cares about your opinion. She cares about how it's going to affect you. So you have this dialogue where you're able to communicate maybe some things that aren't settling when it comes to like what she's wearing. And I completely agree with you. And I think any woman in any relationship would consider their man's opinions or feeling about what it is they're wearing. I think the mistake is you have a lot of men or people, period, who get into these relationships. They become entitled, as if like just because you are a person with a penis that you have say so when you haven't done anything to earn my trust or for me to even believe in your word. So like when it comes to that, like just because you're a person with a penis doesn't mean that just off the rip I need to listen to what you have to say. Like if you're a leader, I gotta see by example. Like how are you gonna lead? How can I trust you?
Hold on.
Like you can't just jump into this and be like, I don't want, and you can't, and then it's like, Nick, what have you done to even be worthy of having that type
But let
of
me ask you a
insight over
question.
me?
What have you done, Queen?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What has she done? He came.
What do
to
you
her.
mean? What have I done?
He came to her.
My thing. So like that would be a great question if I was putting some sort of limits onto, or if I was putting some qualifications onto you. But like this conversation strictly started off of y'all talking about how you want to control women, how you want to dictate what women do and what they don't do. All I'm simply saying, if that's going to be a prerequisite for a relationship, please understand that don't be entitled and think you're going to get that off the rip, because it does not work that way.
You just said earlier.
That's why I gotta tear you down and bring you back up again. I keep telling you that.
You sound like a modern day slave, Ron. You're toxic.
But I'm gonna end the show. We gonna end the
Oh my
show.
God, you sound like a modern day
We gonna
slave.
end the show. We gonna end the show. We gotta
Slave
go.
owner. You a
Go
modern
ahead,
day
Akeem, your
slave
final
owner.
point. Go ahead, Akeem. We're gonna finish the point and then we're gonna end the show. Go ahead.
Different strokes for different folks. There's certain men who want certain things in a relationship. If you can't handle it, or if it's too hot in the kitchen,
leave
and leave and go deal with that. Now, me personally, I need a woman to listen to me and do what I say at times. Listen.
Break up.
I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I need you to listen, because you know what I mean. When you under this regime here, Hakeem Bello, when you under this regime, I know what's going on. What you was doing,
she cammed up.
Listen,
right? Let him have it.
Listen. What you was doing was cool. When we come together, we gotta come together. There's some things ain't going down. There's some things you ain't doing no more. Your homeboys you had, cut them niggas. Them dresses you had on Instagram, take them off.
So
control.
Yeah, it is control, and that's the thing. For me, it's the entitlement. For me, like it's like what makes you think that you're like, what have you shown to make you worthy of that type of treatment?
Already. You got to become already ready to listen to a man. If you
no,
sometimes too, if you've been raised up in the house tutelage of a man, you automatically gonna come and say what you want me to do, baby. What you want me to do, and I'm gonna say whatever. Listen, baby, you do that. I'll give you whatever you need.
Can I say this, Hakeem? I was Hakeem, that the way the women are charging, the premium they're charging, they should that's come with it.
That's
y'all can't even afford the much less the premium.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wait, what did he say?
That's
because the premium that you guys are charging men, you should come with that.
Thank you. Automatic submission when you step up.
Control you.
Automatic submission. Automatic cooking food.
Control you, but if
automatic conservative.
If he's willing to pay the premium,
I learned how to make yeast rolls today.
Something that you can get.
Okay, Ruthless, I want to ask you a question before we end the show. Ruthless, do you control your women? Let me just ask you that. Do you control your women?
Ruthless ain't got no women. That's what I heard.
They run him.
Yeah, they run him.
So Ruthless, Ruthless, you're a simp.
They don't run me.
You in the simp club? Yes.
I don't run.
You don't control your women.
I have multiple women, so we.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Them girls.
No, but do you control them? I know you have multiple.
We don't
women.
believe you. We need more people.
I don't control nobody. Dude, I don't control nobody. I have a phone. We're together. We have a great time, and then that's it. What am I going to do? I'm not sitting here telling her you need to do this. You need because one thing I understand about women, they got a mind of their own, and they're going to do what they're going to
do. Final thoughts, everybody, as we get ready to close.
If you listen to me, baby, your life will be right.
Oh my God.
Right.
That's all you got to do, baby. Listen to me. I make shit all crystal clear for you.
Now that, but I'm
trying to find out, Stephanie, where you going? Every time a man tried to run game.
It's not running
Stephanie,
game.
where you
Just
going at?
understand my point.
Stephanie
Just
looking,
understand my
Stephanie
point.
looking lovely. Where you going at, Stephanie? Where you
Listen.
headed
And if
to?
I was your man, I would have said, "Would you dress up like that for who?"
It went like this?
Yeah. I'm like, where you going
Yes,
looking like that?
where you
Wow.
going?
Listen, where
Hang on.
you going looking?
Nigga went to work. I'm at work.
No. I'm asking, you got your hair dolled up. You going to go see a dude or something?
That sounds like insecurity to me.
That's not
And if my
insecurity.
man have to
That's not
question me
insecurity.
about
That's
how
not
I look
insecurity.
and that
Would
make
you
you feel
dress up
away,
like
that's
that?
screaming
Hold on.
insecure.
No, you know
I'ma
you like
say,
it, Stephanie. You know
listen,
you
and
like
I'ma
it.
say
Come
this.
on,
Hey,
he checking you.
listen, I didn't see you come out the house looking like that. What's going on?
Like you're not paying attention. If you don't see her walking out like that.
No, and listen, listen, and if we don't live together, and I'm like, hey, you cammed up, I'm like, hey, who you looking good for? I know it ain't. I know. I bet you bet not have a work husband. I'm running down on niggas. I'm running down on niggas. I don't care if it's the gay one or whatever. Everybody getting slapped in there.
See, Hakeem trying to be Supreme Lord. He's trying to be Supreme Lord.
I call Junebug in them and we'll come and scare everybody in there.
You trying to be a dictator relationship. Love it.
Where your gavel at?
Maybe
Where's
that's
your
why I'm
gavel?
still single.
Where's your gavel?
I guess so.
How?
What happened, Jordan? What you were saying?
Talk to them. Jordan, talk to them.
Where's his gavel? Order. I'm telling you to do this. Where his gavel at? That's what I'm saying.
It ain't nobody gonna be listening.
He don't need to talk to us, man. We hate shit, man. They taught us the way. I don't care if I'm single, PhD, but I said I lied. Yeah, I am single. But get you best believe a woman around me gonna trust me. Trust me. You gonna do what I say. You feel me?
Hakeem, if you ever have a Halloween show on Halloween, you need to wear a judge to have a gavel.
I will.
A mess.
Hey, Hakeem scares women. Scares.
Because listen, you want to know why? Hey,
Hakeem gonna scare the girls.
Rufus said the truth. You charge a premium, I charge a higher one. This is high grade. Octane, baby.
So we're talking about relationships are like monetarily transactional. So if you spending money, that gives you the authority to run her. Ruthless is saying yes.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. Listen, if we're in a relationship, go ahead.
They not dating broke niggas, man. Bottom line.
They're not.
Why they not dating broke niggas like that? Because the transaction is not possible. So they're like off to the next. Listen, the women said I could do bad all by myself. So definitely the nigga that they getting with better be doing equal or better in 98% of the cases. Unless they living in the hood and just crazy. Yeah, of course. But we talking about women who got education, women who has put herself on a certain type of value system. She's not taking a dude that's not going to pay that premium. She's not going to do it.
I ain't paying for it either. I don't mind. Listen, I don't. Go ahead.
No, I feel like this is the first time ever in history that I've agreed with Ruthless on anything. Like, I definitely agree with that. However, I do think just because you meet someone who is evenly yoked, who does bring the same things to the table as you do, that does not give that person authority immediately to insert what they want immediately right then and there on you. Like there's no way if we're dating, it's not a commitment that you're going to be checking me about what I'm wearing to go to work or why do I look a certain way. Like, you haven't earned that. So
go talk to Jamal.
That's all I'm saying.
Go talk to Jamal.
Go talk to Jamal?
Yeah, it's a figure of speech. Meaning that, listen here, if I'm your man, I'm covering you. I don't mind paying the bills. I don't mind giving you what you want. Baby, you got to listen to me. Listen to me makes me happy, and I'm going to make you twice as happy. I need you to listen to me. I need you to follow me at times. I don't need you to run off the beaten path.
I think that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense when you get with someone and y'all are in a committed relationship. It does not make sense in the dating.
No, it does make sense in the dating. You got to automatically come submissive.
That is entitlement, and I really feel like that's going to be a barrier for you.
It just has to be. Listen, I need you to be
just because you are who you are. I have to listen to you.
You most definitely, because I'm a man of worth. I'm a man of worth to do that for. If I see
who knows that? Who knows that? Who knows that you're a man of worth?
God.
Who and who else?
God.
Who else knows that they're a man of that you're a man of worth?
To know that?
God and you. So how are we supposed to know that?
If you believe in God and you see the worth in me, you're gonna submit. You gonna when you see me, you gonna listen.
So when am I? So
You gonna
how
follow
long
me.
should I? How long should it take for me to see your worth?
You should see my worth the first day we start talking.
Boy, bye. All right, y'all. I gotta go to work.
First day we start
I got
talking.
football
That's what I'm
practice.
saying. Like that,
I
was
gotta
gonna
go
say,
to football
like,
practice. Shout out to Echo Park flag football. We got our first game on Saturday, and yeah, it's about
good
to go
Get
job.
down.
Shout out
submissive
to
like
them.
them
Shout out to
girls
the
from
little
Around the
Sierra
kids.
corner. That's
Leone.
right down the street.
Get submissive like them
Yep.
girls from Africa.
Pull up on me,
Dominican
Hakeem.
Republic.
Pull up on me, Jordan.
Okay,
Hakeem,
we
have
gonna
you
pull
seen
Okay,
up
how
pull
on you.
on her, Hakeem.
I'm
Hakeem gonna
actively
pull her up.
ignoring you, Hakeem?
No, we gonna pull up
Jordan,
on
pull up
you.
on me. Gotta come to a
Drop
game,
your
a flag football
location.
game.
Drop your location. Drop your
Mm-mm.
location.
Cause you wild. You ain't
Follow
gonna be
her
able to
on
control me. We
IG.
ain't gonna do nothing about you.
I ain't gonna be able to what?
Follow Stephanie on IG. Stephanie Watkins on IG.
Everybody who's been
Really
under
dope.
Hakeem's rule has followed the leader.
How many is under the rule now?
None under the rule now.
Oh,
Right.
Because
They
the
all
premium,
left.
because
They
the
all
premium's high.
the premium is high.
they all revolted.
Nah, they just ain't subscribed yet. Let them
They ain't
subscribe. They'll be
subscribed
back.
yet.
They'll
You
be
gonna
back.
find her, Hakeem. She gonna be out there. You got you. You gonna get you one.
Yeah, make sure y'all go support Stephanie Watkins, man. Go subscribe to her YouTube channel,
Yes.
man. Not
Shout
YouTube,
out to
not YouTube.
Mufasa.
Sorry. I Instagram. Sorry, Instagram channel.
Yes.
Subscribe.
Hey,
All right,
hey,
y'all gotta
So
listen.
go
you
for
guys
real.
Hold
are
on,
trying
See
to
hold
y'all
on,
holler,
wait,
later.
go ahead and holler.
wait. Hey, promote your business.
Oh, I don't want to because we've been so busy. Okay. I've been so busy. I know. I do Tune War. So I created a game. I host parties. Folks book me to come and curate the vibe at their parties, and I do my game called Tune Wars. So if you're interested, pull up on me. Instagram is at it's your girl Steph number 10 if you want more information. Yeah. So I appreciate y'all. I've missed y'all.
Appreciate you. Miss you too. I like your little
We miss you
So
picture.
too. It hasn't been the same
yeah,
since
I've
you been
missed
gone.
y'all.
PhD
How
been
you
holding you down. She been holding us
Okay,
down.
PhD, it's gonna be me and you, girl. It's
Okay.
us.
I love both
Yes,
of
it's
you.
us, sis. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all
No
later.
worry, no worry, Rufus. We're gonna get 2 more women up here. Don't worry, they coming. They coming.
Say
Ruthless
la
Cat,
vie.
he's shaking right now in his book. That hat done
Say la
shifted
vie.
4 times.
Hey, hey,
Rufus,
hey,
Rufus
hey,
got on a $300 shirt. Rufus don't care. He got a $300
That hat
shirt.
done
When we in the
shifted 4
live, Rufus is
hey,
times.
going out.
hey,
All
Jordan,
right, y'all.
you got her link to her Instagram business?
Yeah,
Cause
we
Yeah,
already put it. You already put
I
it in the
put it on the
chat.
chat.
he
It's
It's
in the
on the
put it in
chat.
chat.
the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's on the
guys,
chat.
All right.
go and get her a follow, man. Support the black sister, man. Real talk. She
Love
part of the
y'all.
KL Cultureradio family.
Say
Love
la
you
vie.
too, sweetheart.
Bye.
Say la
And
vie.
that's why it's so very important. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, special shout out to Stephanie Watkins. Guys, make sure you follow her right now on Instagram. The link is in the chat. Also, shout out to the lovely Supreme Goddess PH Diva that always holding us down every Wednesday.
Ain't no
Ruthless
Diddy party.
Truth. Ain't nothing like no Ruthless Truth when he's in the building. Shout out to him, guys. Make sure you also subscribe to his channel. Ruthless, when you going live? You went live the other
Come
day.
on,
I'm
man.
sorry I missed it. We need it, man. I told you, man, you gotta hit me up, man, when y'all be going live.
Yeah, so we could get on the panel.
I haven't live yet.
Oh, you haven't gone live yet? Because your time zone, remember your time zone, joining time zone, your time zone is different. I think right now it's still what time it is over there? Over there is like what time? Like
5:35.
5:35.
Yeah.
We follow each other on Instagram, Monty. I'll let you know.
Yeah. Link up, and you know what I'm saying. Thank you guys always coming up, man. You know y'all support us. We want to support you.
I don't got Hakeem's Instagram. I don't have Jordan's Instagram.
I remember I tag you. When I tag y'all in the video, you can follow him. You never see me tag y'all. I tag everybody every time we do the clip. We tag you. You should go there. Just go to KL Culture Radio main tip page. You should see it. Everybody's tagged.
Okay.
Like that. Oh, look at one of my clips that we clipped up. Just click on it and then just all the information there. Or I'll just send it to you. Yeah. So let us know. We'll go over there and celebrate with you. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you. Now that shout out to Hank in the basement too. He's not here, but shout out to Hank in the basement. He be watching us from the cloud.
Shout out to
He's
Hank.
live right now talking about sports. Oh no, not today's Wednesday. He's not talking about sports, but go check out his sports show every Monday. Really, really dope show. Really, really dope content creator too when it comes to sports. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dialogue that's also in the building, always holding me accountable. He be saying I be butchering people's names. He ain't lying though. He ain't lying though.
Well, listen, I be doing it too. I gotta learn too.
No, but Hakeem, yours will be obvious. Mine be obvious. It's my accent. That's that Haitian in me. But it is what it is though. Shout out to him. He always hold me accountable. Big Mufasa.
Shout out to Mufasa.
Is in the building.
Chaotic.
Yeah, I know you changed your name, so we gave you a wrench, big dog. So you got a wrench back. Cause I know you changed your name. So You should be good and ready to go. Shout out to Chicago Really, that's also in the building. None of that, but special shout out to all the new subscribers. We have another guy. We got a guy named Brandon that was also in the chat. We had a girl named Angel that was also in the chat. DJ was in the chat. The Crow was in the chat. They was on my side. That's why you guys didn't see a comment. They were mostly on my side. When we stream. Shout out to them. Shout out to also those that are also watching on Rumble. Our new Rumble family. We had like 10 people watching us. So they coming. So shout out to Rumble. They was watching us over there. They didn't comment yet, so hopefully one of the days they will comment. That's why I kept looking back and forth to see them guys comment. But shout out to you guys, man. Hope you guys come through. Thank you guys so much for coming through. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure y'all follow over there in the Kick World, Twitch World, Instagram, Facebook. Thank you guys so much. Now that shout out to Ken Dog, the mom follower was also in the building. Ashton Williams, the creator of Shiesty Avenger, was also in the building. He's actually going live right now, 8:30 Wildline Wednesday with his co-host Mimi. So they're about to be able to go live. So guys, make your way over there. Chicago, shout out to you, big dog. I see you doing your content again. Guys, make sure you subscribe to the Chicago Real channel. Sophia, she rising soul. She watches from the clouds. So guys, make sure you subscribe to her channel. She loves us over there on TikTok. So I gotta show her love. She loves us over there on TikTok. So shout out to her. Why High, thank you, my brother, for coming through. Just hit me out. Thank you, my brother, for coming through. The lovely Natasha Vincent, the mother, was also in the building. Victor, shout out to you, big dog. Thank you for coming through. Black House, head of security, Black House in the building. Bomb Cherry, when we gonna see you on the panel? Shout out to Bomb. She be watching us now, Hakeem. Hakeem, Bomb is a follower now.
Hey, Bomb.
Bomb was in the building watching us. So hopefully she'll be on the panel. Stephanie, thank you so much, sweetheart, for coming through. Have a blessed day at work. Shout out to Bobby Bryan, Keisha, Sherry Bryan watching us from the clouds. She's coming back from a vacation. Shout out to her, Sky, and also her man Grilla back. Thank you guys so much, man. Great show. Shout out to Jordan as well. We got to give him a special shout out. He's the one that created the topic for us. So we really thank him and appreciate him always. And also, baby Chaos.
Thank y'all.
That's also was in the big. Thank you, PhD. Thank you for guys for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. We over and out. See y'all over there on Action Side.